Hello, and welcome to Barovia. I am your humble master of dungeons and keeper of dragons, Pixel, and I am pleased to present to you the Amber Doors in the Dark at last, 30th episode of Ages of Ainur presents The Curse of Strahd. Yo, welcome in, everybody. As always, my friends, we are going to get into the game here in just a few moments, but before we do, we got those usual housekeeping things. Got those usual housekeeping things, but we're 30 episodes in, so we're going to keep it brief. Number one, when we're on map screens, this will be relevant today. Do not spoil stuff that the players can't see. It'll be like behind doors, slightly grayed out, semi-transparent, anything like that. There will be secret doors, there will be monsters, there will be dungeons, there may even be dragons. Who can say? Don't talk about that stuff in chat if the players haven't seen it yet.
Oh my god.
Because they will also be in chat, hanging out, trying to keep up with you guys. Second, don't freak out about rules. Second, enunciate clearly. Thirdly, no, I'm kidding. Second, don't freak out about rules. There's a lot of them, and we're going to get some of them wrong, and don't lose your mind about it. Third, this place is an open and welcoming space here on the horrible, horrible internet, so don't be a wangrod. Fourth, this adventure is horror-themed, and may have elements that are unpleasant or disturbing in lots of different varieties. We're not aiming for any sort of excessive graphic content, but there's not really much of a way for us to give any kind of content or trigger warnings, given that this is a live stream where we are improvising a lot of this stuff. So please consume with those things in mind. We do try to put those warnings onto the podcast and the YouTube as much as we can when they come up. As a reminder, we do release the show on YouTube and as a podcast, as I just said, after each episode during the following week. So if you miss an episode or have to miss part of an episode, can't stay with us the whole night, don't fret. You can still catch it after the fact if you want to be caught up for the next episode when we go live in 2 weeks, approximately. And of course, last thing before we get started, my friends, we're going to go around and cast. If you'd please introduce yourselves, remind us of your characters, and let us know if you have chat inspiration, starting with Vincent Page.
Very first thing I need to say is I need a shirt that says "Don't be a wangrod." I need that in my life.
New catchphrase. Oh my god.
I mean,
I'm Vincent Page. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I stole the catchphrase about "Don't be a wangrod" from Matt Colville, but I don't think he's trademarked it, so I suppose we can make those into shirts.
It's a business opportunity. I'm Vincent Page, my friends. Tonight I am playing Ash Fireforge, who does currently have chat inspiration. And I might be a wangrod. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Omega.
Hey y'all, my name is Omega. I am playing Pizza Wallhorn tonight, and I currently do have chat inspiration.
Excellent. Ozzy.
Hi, I'm Ozzy. I'm playing Cass Amblecrown tonight. I do not have chat inspiration, and I'm also not a wangrod.
EBD.
Excellent. And a bonus mom.
Hi, I'm Bonus Mom, and I am playing Wanderess, the Nature Domain Cleric. And I'll have to ask my son after the game tonight what exactly a wangrod is.
Great.
So I look forward to that, and I hope he does too.
Okay, and sorry, I wasn't paying attention. PETA and Cass, do you have chat inspiration?
No.
I do.
Okay,
PETA, yes, Cass, no.
Bonus Mom does not.
Wanderess does not. Beautiful. Okay. Excellent. Well, as always, I am Pixel, your Wangrod Dungeon Master. And you can find me here on Twitch at Ages of Ainur. Oh, Cass, you have inspiration back. You can find me here at Ages of Ainur, which, congratulations, you already found me. And Bonus Mob, you guys are just topping them up. They're going to need it. Anyway, you can find me here at twitch.tv/Ages of Ainur, which is where you've currently found me, unless you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, in which case we do this show live. And you can see it on Fridays at 7 Eastern Time. Next week, we will have the probably second to last episode of our Region of Bedagar campaign. We are wrapping that up soon. We're very excited. There will be a big warfare battle, lots of armies clashing in the field of battle. Should be very exciting. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Ham Sandwich, much appreciated. And you can also, and then, we alternate every week. So next week will be Region of Bedagar, and then we'll be back with this again in 2 weeks. You can also find me at twitch.tv/ Hammer and Pixel, where I have been playing a boatload of Baldur's Gate 3, like just about everybody else on the internet. And also a little bit of Elden Ring and God knows what else. We do all kinds of things over there, whatever strikes my fancy. So, that having been said, and without further ado, when last we left our heroes finally left the village of Kresk and their newest, bestest friend of all time. I'm going to stop mentioning him, I really am. And they traveled to the Selenka Pass in their attempt to find the third of the artifacts predicted to them by Madame Ava Lowe 27 episodes ago, or however many it was. They were met with a strange stone guardhouse blocking their pathway high in the mountains. They saw massive gargoyle-like creatures atop the guardhouse glaring down from above the opening, blocking the road, where a strange green fire burned in the archway of the stone edifice, blocking their way. Our heroes sensed with, I believe, divine sense that something was going on with those gargoyles, something infernal. So they chose to attack them, triggering them to jump down from the top of the stone guardhouse and attack our party. Wondrous was able to banish one of them back to the abyss, and our heroes dispatched the other one quite quickly. They continued following along the pathway in the mountain pass towards an ancient stone bridge. As they approached the bridge, a dark figure appeared in the center. Cass made her way first towards the figure to discern what its purpose was. However, as she did, her shadow stretched out and consumed the figure in front of them, clearing their way. Our heroes then resumed their journey across the bridge with their hair standing on end slightly after that odd display from Cass's shadow, before heading further up into the mountains. After a long trek into the freezing cold, our heroes reached their goal, an ancient edifice of stone high in the mountains, a temple, strange and dark. They entered and began to explore the freezing halls. They quickly discovered a doorway to the left of the entrance, which their investigation revealed holds a number of men and a massive wolf who are all making camp. They hatched a plan to throw open the doors and have Peeta Wallhorn, their new bard acquaintance, cast Hypnotic Pattern to incapacitate as many of their opponents as they could. As the doors bang open and Peeta casts his spell, 3 of their opponents are stupefied by the magic as the others begin to react to the intrusion and start going for weapons. And that, my dear friends, is where we shall begin. All of the creatures are surprised, and I would like everyone to please roll initiative.
I still have initiative rolled from last.
Yeah, I think you did go ahead and roll yours.
Yeah.
So,
Aw, poopy.
Oh no, Ash. Oh no.
Aw, poopy.
Yeah. Got a 6.
uh-oh.
Dang.
Well, let's see how I do. We're gonna start
Wonder's killing it though right now. Let me tell you.
Got a lot of these guys to roll, don't I?
And also Esmeralda, who I believe is still with us.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I think I've got all
you
these
how to
guys
do
on
your
there.
job, of course.
No, I totally forgot about her, to be honest, so thank you for the reminder.
Well, the good news is we have surprise, so we got low rolls, Peter, but we do get to go first. So
We still get to go first.
there's that.
Okay, and
that might save us.
Esmeralda.
Can you banish these guys too? That's the question.
Oh my god, yes.
Okay, there we go.
Ooh.
I think I rolled for everybody. Descending.
It's a lot of people.
Okay, so they are surprised. First up in initiative is then going to be actually Esmeralda. Also, just to make sure everybody is aware of how Hypnotic Pattern works, which I think you all would have discussed in the previous planning session, as soon as any of these creatures who are hypnotized by Hypnotic Pattern take any damage... Oh, I need to go to the map. There we go. There's everybody. As soon as any of the ones who are hypnotized take damage, they will come out of their hypnosis. So be aware of that. And actually, the Hypnotic Pattern is not
You're muted,
still
bonus mom.
there.
Yeah, you are. I seen you raising your hand, but you get the little mute thing going on.
Was I muted for the introduction too?
No,
I don't
no,
think
the
so.
introduction was fine,
That's
but
weird.
after
okay,
that,
this is my question. I am outside of this room. Wanderess is. So, is there any? The Pixel, the DM, has marked them so that we know. But is there any way that Wanderess would know these things are hypnotized? Like, are they standing there?
Yeah, I mean, they would look like they're standing there staring into space, all loopy-eyed, and probably some sort of like magical. Charmy effect is like their eyes are all googly or something. I don't know what, but yes, you would.
Okay,
you
so
would know.
remind me what it looked like when Peter did that.
I don't think he can. So ask him when he's
not
back.
here. Okay. All right.
No,
Okay.
sorry. No, I'm here.
Because I'm looking directly at PETA. That's why I'm asking that. Would I have seen what PETA did?
Yeah, so basically it kind of looked like a it's as I described it, it looks like you took LSD and it's just like a bunch of like colors just kind of like waving and like all of that. So yeah, so it just looks like that. It's in a cube. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Esmeralda, from where she's standing, is going to cast Firebolt on the dire wolf, dealing a whopping 2 damage.
Well done, girl.
Hell yeah, girlie.
And I think that is her whole turn. Next up is Wanderess.
Okay, Wanderess leaps into the room and immediately sees, he would be right there, sees that who's done and who's not. So he is going to first off cast Spirit Guardian and hook it on the guy who is directly in front of him.
Okay, if you cast Spirit Guardians where you're standing...
Not Spirit Guardians. I'm
spiritual
sorry.
weapon? Okay, Spirit Guardians is going to get all of those guys in. Is going to completely destroy what PETA just did.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
it's spiritual weapon.
Okay, do I have?
And so what that looks like when I do it, my spiritual weapon.
It's like a bouquet of flowers.
It's like a big purple flower, but it has huge thorns on it, and it crashes down on the guy's head. So I'm going to cast spiritual weapon. I haven't done this for so long.
Oh, okay. That's very weird, but okay.
Does he have to roll anything to stop it, or it just happens?
You roll an attack roll with spiritual weapon using your spell attack bonus.
Pixel. Been a while. Let me get back to the front page of my character sheet.
Ooh wee.
Okay, that's
a 22 to hit.
Now
22 hits.
Okay, and I'm casting it just at second level, so it's just straight damage. I'm not casting it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll damage.
So I'm doing level 2. Okay, so that's for 8 damage, and the purple flower is just hovering over that guy's head.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna follow it up with what's my guiding bolt? With guiding bolt.
You cannot.
Well, no, wait a minute. Isn't that a cantrip? Where's my cantrip?
Guiding bolt. Cantrip would be Sacred Flame, Thorn Whip, something like that.
Sacred Flame. I'm hitting him with Sacred Flame.
So he's got to make a dex save. What is your spell save DC?
God, it's been so long since I've done this. It's 112.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't think that's right.
Or it's 16.
Okay, he rolled a 17. He makes the save on Sacred Flame, but your spiritual weapon does hit him.
Okay.
Okay.
And he doesn't even take half damage, right? He's just done.
Correct. On cantrips, they usually don't take half damage.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Sorry for the delay.
No worries. We're all set. Okay, it would be the dire wolf next, but he is surprised. It would be this berserker next, but he is surprised. Bringing us to Cass.
Okay. Let's see. I got about. Oh, wait, I got 25 movement.
Uh-oh.
So that'll get me into the door. I'm just going to run in behind Wanderess. Oh. And then I'm going to... So since that took like all of my movement, I'm gonna fire a sacred flame at this one.
Okay. That's it from the guy that
DC 14.
the other one that Wanderous just did too.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a 19. That makes the save.
Oof. Okay. Let's see. As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Searing. Like, are these guys like all human?
Yes.
I would assume.
Yeah, these are
Okay.
all. So most of these guys look a lot like the ones that you fought at Yester Hill with all the druids. None of them are druids, but they're like the warriors that were with them.
Oh, okay.
And then this guy who is north looks like their leader. He's the most physically impressive specimen of the bunch.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Searing Smite onto my great sword, or not great sword, long sword as a bonus action.
Okay. So we'll put a little thing on you there. Okay. It would be his turn, but he's surprised. Ash.
Yay! Okay, so let me open my stuff. I probably should have this ready to go. First thing we're actually going to do is move my booty in here to where I can see. So 5, then 10. All right, what we got? Oh, I put this thing right over top of where I need to see it. That's fine.
Actually.
Let's do... That's just a table. This guy's been...
Any of these guys have it. Sorry, I'm mumbling myself.
Dazed.
Continue.
No, you're fine. I'm thinking. It's all good. I hate to... Rogue things. Hashtag rogue things. Don't want to get in there and not be able to get out, okay? But this is the mood. This is the mood. Okay, so we're actually going to... I use 10... 15, 20, right? And we're gonna make a attack with my blood blade.
Okay. Let her rip.
Crit.
Whoa!
Wow, off the bat.
Oofda.
Okay.
Oh, snap.
I'm just gonna click this real quick. We don't have sneak attack, obviously, but
Okay, so that is 7 plus 8 is 15 on the crit.
nice. I'll take it.
Solid
Wish we had
hit.
sneak attack. It is what it is.
He is reeling.
Let's bonus action disengage. And we're going to, I think I have 30 movement, right?
Yep.
I think I would know this. I do. So we're actually going to just boop, right back to the door.
Nice.
And I think that's all I got, Chief.
Okay. PETA, you're up.
Okay, so I was reading Shatter.
Mhm.
Since it's instantaneous, and I had to keep concentration on hypnotic pattern, am I able to still cast that?
You are, yes. Any
Okay.
spell, the only thing that'll get rid of your concentration are if you choose to drop it, which is a free action you can do
You drop
anytime.
it.
If
Or
you
if I get
cast another concentration spell, or if you take damage and fail your concentration check, or if you receive certain status effects like incapacitated or unconscious or those kinds of things, you
Gotcha.
can't maintain concentration on things while you are
Okay.
in those states.
Cool.
Or just
I
if you
wanted
outright
to-
die, I guess, that too. But
that too, you know. Okay, I wanted to double check. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cast that.
okay.
And I'm gonna cast it like right around here, I think, because it's a 10-foot radius. Let me put this in chat.
Okay. Also, let's see. You cast. Let's see. Let me get hypnotic pattern here. Oh, this is. Where are you? There you are. Okay. So this is your. You cast hypnotic pattern before combat begins, so I think that knocks 1 off of the 10 rounds of it, because this will be the first round of it. So you're currently at 9, and from here you'll go down to 8. So.
Yep.
Okay. And then for Shatter, I should have a template, probably.
Okay.
I might not have it in my easy to reach stuff, but I'm sure I have it in my harder to reach stuff. So we'll just go and have it.
Okay.
And then I'll have to. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
Go out the organization, plan. the easy to reach stuff, the hard to reach stuff.
Yeah.
At least they're in separate, positions.
Well, I have one that like I try to specialize. That's too big. Okay, this needs to be.
I don't think that's big enough.
That's the right size. So, and we'll give this to Omega. Okay, so you can put that where you want.
Yeah, that's fine right there. That way I can just hit all
good.
three.
Okay, all right, we did it.
Perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got them.
We got it.
Okay, let me go put this in my easy to reach stuff. I don't need all these Onyx spells anymore, do I?
We
At least not right
rid
now,
of
yeah.
him. He ain't dead yet, I think.
I'm sending a message. I'm sending right now. Onyx, what are you doing?
So okay, so it was, you can
Mid-combat.
cast Sending on your turn if you want, I think. Okay, so you cast Shatter. They need to make what? Con saves, and you roll damage.
Yep. Let me roll damage real quick. Ooh, do I want to cast this higher? Nah, I think I'm just gonna go in and cast it at second level.
Okay.
So did I? Oh, there it goes. Okay. 17 damage with a
Okay.
DC 15.
So the wolf and the first of the enemies who will say will go clockwise here. So the dire wolf and the first one save. The other one does not.
Okay.
So
Cool.
big damage there, and then half of that's going to be 8 damage. Okay. And then boom, hypnotic pattern. Okay, that brings us to this. This guy is okay, let's just hang on. Okay. Let's see. This guy's hypnotic patterned. Esmeralda is up next. What does she have? That firebolt was not really as impressive as she wanted it to be. Does she have anything helpful? Not really. I think she's going to move into the room, and I think she's going to continue to focus on the wolf. We're going to do another firebolt from her. She's going to keep all her spell slots dry if she can. 19 hits for 6 fire damage. Better hit this time. Okay, she doesn't have any bonus actions. That's Esmeralda's turn. Wandress, you are back up. Why do I still have this? I've got this, like, measurement from Ozzy that I don't know why I'm seeing it. Maybe if I reset.
Weird, it's not popping up on me.
Yeah, I know that they've done, like, they've revamped the measuring tool so you can do, like, cones and stuff like that.
I saw that whenever I launched it this time. It had a toolbar change.
There we go. Okay. So it must have just be a bug that it got hung and, like, wanted to continue showing that to me. Okay. Great. Wandress, you're up.
Looks like she's getting her life together real quick.
Gotcha. Well, the dire wolf is next, so I don't want to skip. So we'll just wait.
Fair enough.
How's everybody at
Insert.
home? Who at home has been playing Baldur's Gate 3?
I'm sorry. Did I
I've been
mess
waiting
you
for
up?
you.
It's just your turn.
I'm sorry, but my computer was not plugged into the power supply. The power supply was still in the suitcase that went to Alabama.
Brutal.
So, yeah, but it's plugged in now, so we're okay. However, I did lose. Okay, this is what I was going to do. You might have to do it for me because I think no, here I am. I'm back in there. So the first thing that Wanderous does is he instructs his Rosie Thorn to hit that same guy again. So
Okay, so that's your bonus action.
bonus action. I'm gonna.
Okay, so just make another attack with your spiritual weapon.
That's a 15 to hit.
And let me re-get this guy's thing up. 15 does not hit.
Okay, and then seeing that Wanderous reaches out his arm and it does a whirligig, and coming out of the end of his hand as he's casting a spell and mumbling to himself is a long purplish dark branch, but is sharpened into 3 points at the end of this branch.
Okay.
And he steps right up next to the guy and he is going to do inflict wounds.
Okay, make your spell attack.
Okay. Inflict wounds. I make a melee spell attack. Is inflict wounds down here? Yes, it is. That is a 22 to
22
hit.
hits.
Okay, inflict wounds at level 1. Well, you know what? I think I'm gonna do that. At
Okay,
level
no,
2.
sorry. It'll have to be level 1 because so you
Okay.
need to tell me if you're going to cast it higher, tell me before you roll because you can't decide to do it at a higher level after you've rolled. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. No
Otherwise, it's
problem.
kind of not
That's
fair.
fine.
It's like,
I see what
I
you're
hit. Let's
saying,
make
but
a 4th level spell. You know what I mean? So
I didn't know till I started to cast it.
Yeah,
I had
that's
a
okay.
choice.
No worries.
But that's fine. Level 1, submit. I do 9 points of damage on him.
oof, that's okay. All
What do you
right.
mean, oof? Is that good or bad?
It could be higher, but it's
Okay.
It
And
hit,
I'm right there
so-
with him, neck and neck. I hit him. Yeah.
okay. All right. That brings us to the wolf. Let's see. Okay, the wolf is going to get right up in this business. And I think Wandress is the only person it can reach because everyone else has backed out of the way. So
Well, apart
Wandress.
from Esmeralda, technically. Right?
Oh, yeah, I guess it could go for
Kind
Esmeralda.
of adjacent. I mean,
I think
I'm just.
I think Wandress is the clearer target though, because Esmeralda's kind of behind that other guy.
Thank you, Ash.
I'm just pointing out facts. Okay,
And it does
You know
have
what I'm saying?
pack tactics because
Oh
of
shit!
the ally, so it
Wandress
has
is in a
advantage
lot
on
of
this
trouble.
roll.
Hate that.
It's a 24 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
9
yeah.
points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And I need a strength saving throw from Wandress.
That's a 12.
Okay, Wandress is knocked prone as this massive wolf latches onto your leg and knocks you to the ground.
Wanderer says, don't tear the pants.
Okay. And
no,
then
wait. Yeah. What?
this guy is going to rush in. The only person he can reach is Esmeralda. So he is going to make a reckless attack on Esmeralda. 22 to hit for 10 slashing damage. Oof. Okay, but this guy next to her did a reckless attack, so attacks against him have advantage till the end of his next turn. That brings us to Cass.
Okay. So Cass is going to move in and go for the dire wolf since it's
Okay.
got hold of Wandrous.
Okay. How are you gonna get there?
Oh, I mean, oh,
You're gonna have to like
shit.
go around, I guess. I mean, so the spiritual weapon doesn't count in terms of being in a space.
I didn't see Ash there.
Oh yeah,
More.
like you could go, like if you wanted to. Yeah, you could go through his square and over. That works.
Yeah.
Okay, and you have your searing smite on.
Yep. So longsword.
Okay, let it rip.
It's an 18.
18 hits.
Okay, so 1d4 slash or what shit, 1d10. Okay, so that's 10 points of slashing, and then let's see,
Okay.
I gotta cast Searing Smite.
Right.
Oh, I got moved.
I'm just gonna cast that as a level 1. So
Okay. So it takes
Four.
the 4 damage, and then it needs to make a save to see if it's caught on fire, right?
yeah.
No, it automatically catches fire, and at the start of its turn, it must make the save. Okay, so this thing is on fire.
Oh yeah, and then on a failed save it takes 1d6 fire damage.
Yeah, so we'll give it red. And I don't think you actually have to maintain concentration for it to stay on fire. I think we take the concentration off of you. Okay, cool. So that was your movement and action. Anything else from Cass?
Extra attack.
Okay, let her rip.
This time without the Searing Smite. 9.
9 does not hit.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Okay.
That'll be it for me.
Okay. All right. Well, now it's the boss guy's turn. He is going to pick up his spear and make 3 attacks against Wandrous with advantage because Wandrous is on the ground.
Okay.
I've got a 23 to hit.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so if he's taken 3 attacks and he's within, so like I'm wanting to use Sentinel, do I get to use that
Yes.
3 times or just once?
Once, because you have 1 reaction per round.
Okay.
But yeah, you can go ahead and take that on any of his attacks since he's attacking a target other than you.
Okay.
And while you do that, Wanderous...
Nat 20.
Brutal. Wanderous, I've got a 23 to hit for 7 piercing damage. And if you want to go
Yes.
ahead and roll damage and decide if you're smiting on this, Cass.
I mean, I don't have the smite.
Well, you have
'cause I already
Divine
used it
Smite.
I already used it on the dire wolf. It's just a 1.
Well, no, that's Searing Smite. But you have Divine Smites that you can use as just a paladin feature.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like when you hit something, you can decide to make it a smite. This seems okay.
Oh,
hang on.
Hell yeah.
Hang on a
Hell
second.
yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Getting on my soapbox for 1 minute. Wizards of the
There we go.
Coast. Why did you have to call the spells smites and give the paladins a feature called Divine Smite? It has confused every paladin at every table I have ever played with in my life
Yeah.
who didn't already really know the difference. Why? Okay, sorry. We're back.
So yeah, I'll do that and expend like I'll do Divine Smite as a level 1 spell, so that's
Okay.
an additional 2d8 on
Yeah,
top
and
of that.
and that crits as well. So you'll get crit damage on that. So that's 2d8 plus 16. So that's 18, and 16 plus 5 is 21. Woo!
Daddy.
That's
so
a
you did
big
it for
hit.
18 and 29?
21.
21?
So,
That's 39.
yeah, massive hit. This guy took a big hit. However, he's not down, and the rest of his attacks do go through to Wanderous. So I've got 7 points on the first one. I've got a 15 to hit for the second.
It hits.
12 points of piercing damage.
Oof.
And 19 to hit on the third
It hits.
for 11 points of piercing damage.
Oof.
So,
Wanders is on the ground and is less than half of his health now.
okay.
Wanders has an armor class of 13.
Okay. This guy is hypnotized. This guy is not. This one's going to move in on Cass, is really the only person he can reach very well. He is going to reckless attack on Cass with his great axe. I've got 24 to hit
That hits.
for 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then this guy is hypnotized, and that brings us to Ash.
Okay.
You want everyone just bunched up at the door like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so this fight has gotten pretty crazy pretty quickly, but knocking those 3 guys out of the fight is a big shift. However, Wanderous has taken a pretty solid beating in here. What you do, Ash?
Okay. So at first I was worried about the wolf, but honestly, I think that I'm going to bonus action disengage.
Okay.
Pop up here to get in range with Big Dog here.
Okay.
Maybe we can burn him down quick. It's kind of my thought. And we are going to use the old tried and true Bloodblade.
Okay, let her rip.
Oh no! I'm burning inspiration. No way.
Okay, all right.
Nope.
Is that chat inspiration?
That is chat inspiration.
All right.
We can't be. This is too detrimental to our health. 21. Thank you.
21 hits.
Whew.
Thank God.
So for 7 slashing and 12 on the sneak attack.
19 damage. He is looking pretty dang rough, but he's not down yet. And VP has inspiration back. I need to
Hey!
up the inspiration cost.
No, you don't.
No,
That's dumb.
don't.
You guys have saved up too much. Hang on, I'll give you your points back, Skittle.
You
I
got
figured out how to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
And I've used my bonus action, and I do have something for reaction.
Also, don't sleep on the hit die guy, because Wanderous might need one of those. You've used your action and bonus action. Anything else from Ash?
No, I'm saving my reaction for one of my #rogue things.
All right. PETA.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and Oh, what do we want to do? I'm gonna go ahead and use. I'm gonna step up. Right next to Wander, so I'm not gonna get into any range of anybody. But like just kind of diagonal right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on her. Or on him. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him and do just first level.
Okay, and Wondrous, you have been granted a hit die as well.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so that's gonna be 7 points of healing to you, Wondrous. So
Okay, that really helps. And the hit die, I just hit to roll it, and I'm adding 5 more. Okay, Wondrous is looking a lot better, folks. He's more than halfway back.
He's
all right, so I've healed him. And then I'm gonna go ahead and give Bardic Inspiration to probably to Cass.
Okay.
Since she's kind of in a little bit of a pickle. Like not necessarily pickle, but she's kind of surrounded a little bit more than everybody else. So
yeah.
I'm not in a
Oh,
pickle.
yes.
I am the pickle for everyone else.
That's fair. Okay, so I also put in chat that you can use my Bardic Inspiration as combat inspiration as well. So
Okay.
Ooh, nice. Thanks, friend.
Yeah, so you can use it for damage instead of an attack roll if you want, which is very cool.
Yep.
Okay, that's your action and bonus action. Anything else from PETA?
I'm gonna go ahead and just take a step back again. Just so that way I'm kind of out of range and go from there.
Okay, this guy is still entranced. It's back to Esmeralda. Esmeralda is going to make her 3 attacks.
Come on, girl.
2 with her +1 rapier and 1 with her with her +1 hand axe. No, we're going to do silver short sword. Okay, so 2 rapier attacks and a short sword.
The dire wolf?
No, on the actually yeah, well, so here's how it's going to go down. The first hit is going to go off on the dire wolf, which she kills. Blammo.
My girl.
And then she turns to the guy
right.
that came up and attacked her. Her first attack misses. Her second attack hits for 7 damage. Damn. Go Esmeralda. Turns out she was a good ally to find. Maybe not as impressive as the Archmage would have been, but you know, she's pulling her weight. Okay, back up to Wondrous.
Okay, Wondrous immediately stands up, commands his spirit guardian to do it all again. And let's see what we got here. Spirit guardian, where are you? Spiritual weapon. I keep saying it wrong. I'm sorry. That's a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
And that is, oh God, for 6 points of damage.
Okay. So big guy takes 6 points of damage, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And that was a bonus action. Okay. He is getting out that stick again, that inflict wounds, and he is going to do it one more time, hoping for the best. Because he wants to take that guy out now. He's really mad. So, whoa, I went off my front page. Okay, so 3d10 necrotic damage. And I only got 9 out of that. I see what you mean. With the d10, I should have gotten a whole lot more than that. Okay. Okay. Crap. That's a 15 to hit. And I think that's what I got the last time. So I want to burn my inspiration.
Okay. And you're blazing through those spell slots, aren't you?
Yes, I am. And then when we run into the dragon, I'll be dead. Okay. That's a 16. Does that hit?
16 is exactly what you needed to hit.
Ooh, thank God. I'm getting a little bit of something. Okay.
Yeah, Wanderous got all confident after the business with that demon and then rolled up in here and things went real different.
Oh, that's okay. I got rid of the wrong spell slot. That's at a level 1.
Okay.
And that is better. That's 19 points of damage.
All right. Wanderous, what does it look like as you inflict wounds on this man to death?
Okay, well, it looks like that purple stick with the 3 sharp points goes all the way through him, clear to the wall. And because I don't want to hurt my spellish stick, I pull backwards with my hand and it comes back out, and there's like half of him hanging off of it. I think Wondrous murdered him.
Yeah, seems like it. Another murder
Murder
under the
spagurter.
belt. It's becoming a serial problem for Wondrous here. Okay. That was action and bonus action. Any movement from Wondrous?
Well, he got up, which took half of his movement.
Yep,
Let's
you got
look
15
around
feet
at the
left.
room.
You're not
Everything
in
around
melee
him
with
is
anyone.
dead. And I'm not in great. I mean, I'm doing pretty good. So no, I think that Wanderous is just going to kind of hold tight and reconnoiter because if he's down on the ground. So I think he's just sort of where he is, trying to figure out what to do next.
Okay. All right. The direwolf is Deed. This guy is going to make his reckless attack against Esmeralda once again. There it goes. But 11 is not going to crack her armor class of 17. So he misses, and he only makes one attack. That brings us to Cass.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna attack that dude right in front of me.
Okay,
Deck him in the schnoz.
let her rip.
10.
10 is not going to hit.
Okay, then I guess that's it. I'm not really wanting to burn inspiration yet.
Okay. All right. The big boss is dead. This guy is hypnotized. The one next to Cass is going to go for Cass with another reckless attack. Oh,
wait, didn't I have advantage on
you
that?
did.
Well, I wouldn't have hit anyway.
It wouldn't have hit
Yes,
anyway
still
because 10
9.
was the higher. So, okay. So he's going to reckless attack again. I've got a 24 to hit
That hits.
for 4 slashing damage.
Oh, that ain't shit. All right.
Okay. Next up, that guy is hypnotized. That brings us to Ash.
Okay, we got options, baby. We got 2 guys on the board currently, right? That aren't
Mhm.
hypnotized. So Wondrous is close to Cass. I think that Ash is going to 5, 10, 15 to get into melee with this cat. And
Okay.
we're going to go for a saw.
All right.
Saw is the law. Let's do it.
Saw is the law.
23.
23 hits.
Come on. We got 14 slashing and 12 sneak.
Okay. He's looking rough.
And you bet your ass we go on a bonus action disengage and step back. Hashtag
Ooh.
rogue things.
There you go. All right, PETA, you're up. What you got?
Oh, what do I have? I need to take that off. Take this off. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Dissidence Whispers on the one next to Esmeralda. So
Okay. What
and
kind
I'm
of
gonna
save's
go
that?
and
Wisdom?
cast, it is wisdom. And I'm gonna cast that at a 3rd level.
Okay. That is a 7
Okay.
on his save.
DC is 15. Higher cast, so I got 5 plus 10.
Okay.
So that's 15 dangage.
And let's see what happens to him. Must use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from you. Doesn't move to enter Andre's danger. Okay, so he has to run away with his reaction immediately. As far as he can get away. Which Esmeralda is going to take an attack of opportunity with her rapier for 17 damage. or 17 to hit, dealing 10 piercing damage. Which, let's see, does he save again if he takes damage? No, I don't think so. It's just on his turn, right?
No, I think it's just on his turn. Yeah.
Oh, because it's an instantaneous. Okay.
Yeah, it's instantaneous.
So
not
he
a
is looking
concentration, so.
unbelievably rough and he's not frightened. He just runs away. Okay. Okay. There you go. So yeah, that provokes attack of opportunity. She deals 10 piercing damage. Anything else for PETA?
Okay. Okay, I don't. So I'm not super familiar with Bard, but as a Bard, can I use my second attack with a cantrip or no? I'm assuming not.
I don't think so, because I think you have to take the attack action in order to get 2 attacks. If you choose to cast a spell instead, then no.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure. And I think that should be it for me.
Okay. Excellent. That brings us to, this guy is hypnotized. That brings us to Esmeralda, who is gonna chase that guy down with her movement and attack him. Once with the rapier. 11 does not hit. Twice with the rapier. That's a crit. So she deals... It's actually 19 because her thing isn't set up the same as you guys. She just runs this guy through, chases him down as he sprints away, runs him through, and let's see how far she went. She was here 10, 15, 20, 25. And so she's going to start moving over towards him, but doesn't have any more movement. That brings us to Wandress.
Okay, Wandress moves his spiritual weapon over top the guy beside Kaz.
Okay.
And he hits him with spiritual weapon.
Okay.
That's an 11 to hit. Most likely does not hit.
You move the weapon. Okay, so no, actually, no, 11 does not hit.
Okay, and then Wanderer stays where he is and follows it up with Sacred Flame.
Okay, dex save for him
Is a 16.
Oh, you had advantage on that attack because he reckless attacked.
Then you
hit
him.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll damage.
Okay,
yeah, thank you, Brad. Brad got us.
Weapon.
Brad's got our back in chat.
Thank you, Brad. You're such a good person.
I mean, I remembered that right before I read it, but still. Okay, 11
that's
damage.
11
nice.
plus then 4 if you didn't fail. Did you make the dexterity save?
He had a 5 on the save and failed, so 4 more damage.
Okay, so 15 on that guy.
Okay. Take inspiration, Brad.
Yeah.
Okay. Action, bonus action, any movement from Wandress?
He moved the thing. Oh, God. Wandress is going to shout into the room, what do we do with the rest of these people when they're not hypnotized anymore?
Kill them.
Okay.
Okay. That's it.
Okay.
I kind of am curious why they're here, but I mean, if we kill them, whatever.
That brings us
or
to
leave
Cass.
one alive. Okay, so guy in front of me still alive, right?
Still alive. You have advantage on your attacks because he reckless.
Hell yeah.
Kill him, Kaz.
26.
26 hits.
Yes.
9.
Okay. He is still up. Looking pretty
Extra
rough.
attack.
Okay.
Which I guess I could have done last time.
Probably.
Because it doesn't... Okay, so that's... I don't have advantage on this one, do I?
No, you do. Every attack against him until his next turn has advantage.
Oh, nice. Okay, so that's
ridiculous.
Also, the 15 would have hit. So
nice. 10.
10 more slashing damage. Okay. Still looking very rough, but not quite dead yet.
Damn
these guys are going to be hard to kill.
Okay, this guy has no... He's hypnotized. This guy is going to make his... You know what? Oh, God. What is he going to do? He is going to use his action to shake awake the guy next to him. And then he is going to attempt
Damn
to
it.
run away. But Cass, you have Sentinel. You haven't used your reaction since your turn just happened. So you get an attack of opportunity on this guy. And if
You're
you hit, he
damn
won't
right.
be able to. And it is his turn, so you don't have advantage on this because he hasn't reckless attacked. So
Nat 20.
That's right.
bad choice for him then.
18.
And he's gone. Cass,
Yeah. We
tell
love
me
it
about
when
it.
that happens.
What happens to
Yeah.
him?
I literally just decapitate the guy.
Yeah.
And then
So
Can't go wrong with a good decapitation.
pulls sword from sheath, spins it around, decapitates him, puts it back in the sheath like nothing happened.
so he
It's like
he,
that shit is smoother than warm butter.
so he turns around and shakes his friend awake and starts to run. You take the opportunity to cut his head off. His friend comes to covered in blood,
Yeah.
watching his decapitated friend fall on the ground in front of him. And then it's that guy's turn, and he
Bad time to
smoothly
come.
steps into the space with his friend's corpse, and says, "You killed Larry, you bastard!" And he's gonna reckless attack.
That was his best friend, you son of a bitch.
That's a 14 to hit. I don't think that's gonna hit Cass.
Not Larry.
Nope.
Not Larry. Okay, Ash, you're up.
Oh, I mean, what do you do? You know, 5.
What can
I
be
can
done?
move through the wolf space, right?
Yes, the wolf is dead. You can move through its space.
And then 15 to get right up here. Jesus, he reckless attack. Yes,
Yes, he did reckless attack.
I love when
for,
they do
for
that.
all the good it did him.
Yeah, and then we're gonna saw the law. Come on, baby. 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Then we got a whopping 11 slashing with 8 sneak attack.
Okay. So that is 19 damage. Okay.
And listen, baby, I got like 3 things I can do. We're gonna disengage and kind of like pop back.
We're going to dip. Peeta, you're up.
Okay. Okay, still holding hypnotic pattern. Okay, and that is okay, that's another concentration. I'm just gonna go for the good old vicious mockery, I think, against him. Just the one that's up right now. So let's go ahead and roll that.
Okay.
We are and that's a 5 psychic damage.
Okay, that's a wisdom save.
DC is 15.
2 does not make it. So he takes the 5 psychic damage and has disadvantage on his next attack. We'll give him a little sad face. He's real sad about it. How do you mock this man?
Oh God, how do I mock this man?
Listen, you chose to play the bard, my friend.
That is true. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say, like you just let Larry die. Like how, like you didn't do anything. Like what's up with that?
No, Larry.
Damn, guilt.
Okay.
Vicious guilt.
It's just
This guy's still hypnotized. Esmeralda's turn.
Oh.
She's gonna roll up on this guy. 3 attacks, 2 rapier, 1 short sword.
Feels bad, man.
Okay, 19.
24.
Yeah,
Does
all of
this
those
guy
hit.
have? Yeah, because this guy did reckless, so we have advantage.
That is correct.
Hot damn. Ooh.
He did reckless. So, let's see. That's 6 points of piercing damage, followed by 7 points of piercing damage, and then 8 plus 6 actually is going to be 14 more damage. Whew.
13 and 14 is 27.
Okay. I just did them all separately, but it's fine. Okay, so she rolls in. She does her attacks. Wandress, you're up.
Okay. Wondrous moves. Is that pink thing back behind him? Is that my that's not another
Yes, this
guy,
is spiritual
right?
weapon up here. Yeah.
Okay, so we hit him with the spiritual weapon. I don't even have to move it, right? Or
No.
if I have to move it, the 5 over him, I do. So spiritual weapon, it's a 12 to hit.
Well,
no,
does
I
it-
have advantage. It's a 17.
17 hits.
Man.
Okay, that's 9 more.
Okay.
Tell me,
And
does
I follow-
Strahd have a reckless attack? Because that'd be great.
No. You know he doesn't.
I know.
Okay, so then I follow up with Sacred Flame.
Okay. Let's see. We got a dex
DC
save.
16,
Fails the save. Roll damage.
13. Isn't it? I mean, is that not
All
saying
right.
it's 13 radiant damage?
And without knowing this individual's name, he topples atop his dear friend Larry, whom he failed so miserably. Was his name
And Wa-
Barry? You will
Yeah,
never know.
Wanderers looks down and says, bye-bye, Larry's friend.
Oh goodness.
Friend of Larry.
Okay.
Friend of
Okay, and then wait, now Wanderers is looking around to see who it is that is left.
These guys
And
here.
he is he's gonna start to move the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Let's see, that's 5, 10. He's gonna put the spiritual weapon right there. Well, actually, it could be
There you go.
whenever I find it again. Yeah, that's where it's gonna go right there. So he's
Okay.
moving the spiritual weapon towards that guy. But he doesn't hit him or anything,
Okay.
but
Good.
he
Right.
and I'm sure everybody in the room sees that Wanderers is aimed for him next.
Okay. All right. Well, he doesn't get to act this turn. That guy's dead. The other guy's dead. Ash, you're up.
Wasn't Cass before me?
Did I get rid of Cass?
I think that we
Cass
passed
went
Cass back
after. Oh, I must have. I'm sorry, Cass. Okay, so let's go back to Cass. I skipped you for some
Yep.
reason. Okay, Cass, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna use my movement to, I guess, just kill this guy.
All right. Let her rip. You're gonna have advantage on this because he's incapacitated.
That's a 20.
All right. So he's
Dirty
no longer
20.
hypnotized.
13.
Okay. And you still have another
Yep.
attack.
Grab Bush and put a little makeup.
Come on, Cass.
And then, yep, extra attack. 19.
Come on.
Hits.
Come on.
Phew. And a lot of damage on this one. Okay. That brings us to
He
his
must
turn.
be so confused.
Yeah, he sure is. He is going to reckless attack on Cass.
Oh, good. That means we all get advantage, people.
That's an
Oh,
8.
yay.
That's an 18
that's
to
an-
hit Cass.
Okay, so if that is my DC, does that hit? No.
Yes,
does.
it does. Yeah, if it
Yes.
meets your AC, it hits. So
Yeah,
that is Go ahead.
But if I hit somebody's DC, like, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it works.
the
Works
attacker.
both ways.
If the attacker meets the AC of the target, then they hit.
Oh,
So
okay.
whether that's you or them.
Okay.
So
All
that
right,
is
yep.
13 points of slashing damage to
Oh,
Cass.
God.
Yeah, it's a nasty hit. He rolled a 10 on that D12. That's all he has. Ash, you're up.
All right. Methodically murdering. Let's do it. Using 5 to get up here. He's reckless attack, so I don't even have to use my insightful fighting or anything,
Ah.
really. We're just getting it in here. So doing the saw. With advantage, that's a 28.
That hits.
So let's take about 8 slashing and 14 sneak attack.
Okay.
22.
And then
All right.
bonus action disengage, baby.
Like clockwork. All right. Peter, you're up.
I have like 2 things, bro. I have 2 things.
God. Okay.
Two good things.
True.
Tried and true, baby. You know it.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my sun sword, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my 2 hands with it because it's
Okay.
that. So let's roll for this. Okay, that's gonna be a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Okay, and that is 11 radiant.
Okay.
And then I believe.
He's
let's
on
see.
death's door.
Go ahead and roll this again for my second attack.
Oh, damn. Bard gets second attack, too? Come on.
Yep, extra attack.
Yeah,
That is gonna
Valor
be-
Bard does at least. Not everybody.
Yeah, Valor Bard.
Yeah, makes
Mhm.
sense. Makes sense.
And that is 3 radiant. I don't know if it rolled. I'm assuming it rolled for both, but
Yeah, it rolls a d10
Oh.
plus your mod. And you rolled. You
Yep,
just happen to roll
okay.
one. He is on death's door, but he's not quite there yet.
What happens when a regular person gets hit with a sun sword? I'm curious to know.
Radiant damage.
So it's like nothing, like it doesn't burn or anything, or is it?
they get sunburned.
I mean, it's the same thing that happens when they get sacred flamed.
well done.
It's basically
just a
like
red
if you.
patch of skin.
It's like if you took a sacred flame cantrip and just made it into a sword. That's basically what's
Fair
happening.
enough. I just need you to know, even though it's not what's happening, I need you to know every time you hit somebody with it now. Just imagine the worst case of sunburn, which is terrifying to me.
Blisters.
I'll have to say.
Aloe vera.
Yeah.
Well, what I want to know is, does it warm the room up since we're all so cold? What's happened to the temperature of the room?
It's not a flame sword, so I doubt it's.
Oh,
No, it
That was
shines. Oh yeah, it
important,
doesn't. It doesn't warm the radiant. Doesn't warm the room.
It lights the room.
Very
but does not.
misleading name, Sun Sword.
Okay. This guy is still unconscious. Esmeralda's gonna mosey on over, make her
Well, he did.
attacks. That's a rapier attack. Jeez.
Yeah,
All right.
he did.
He literally had 4 hit
20.
points left,
Yep.
so he's out.
all
And then
right.
she moseys on over to this guy. Well, she didn't really have to move, but she just does to get a better position. That's 1 more rapier and a silver sword attack on him. She has advantage on the rapier hit because he is incapacitated, so that's 11, and then he's no longer hypnotized, and then she hits him with the 17 for 6 more damage. So she just starts, like, long sword and short sword in hand, cutting him up. Dual wielding styles. Wandress.
Wanderer says, "Let me help you, dear lady," and he moves the spiritual weapon, the rose, saunters on over to the new guy.
Okay.
That's a 27 to
That'll hit.
for 12 points of damage.
Oof.
Because he likes how it feels in his hand, he tosses another sacred flame after that at the guy. Wanderers has a couple of good moves too.
He makes
DC 16.
He does make the save. That's a 16.
Okay, so then no damage on him, and Wanderers gets just a little bit of a pouty face.
All right, Cass, you're up.
Okay. They only one of these guys left. Well, I'm gonna go
Yes.
kick him in the face.
Let's go.
Solid plan.
Wait, actually, do you think is he awake?
Yep.
Yeah, he's taking damage,
Oh.
so he's awake.
I was gonna say we should try to kidnap him. Anyway, 25.
25 hits.
Uh, 14.
Okay. He's
16.
hits.
Unless I have advantage.
I don't think you do. He hasn't gotten to actually take a turn yet.
Oh, okay.
Because his turn was right before Esmeralda's, and
That's
she
fine.
woke him up. So,
So that's
will
just a
be
12. So 26
Okay.
total.
He is rough, but still alive. Ash, let's see what you can do about that.
Can I come in with the assisted kill? Can I move straight this way? It doesn't matter, but
Move where?
there's a table. There. I'll probably have to go around
Those
the table,
are
right?
like little bedrolls, actually. I think.
Oh, okay, cool. So
I don't think those are
That's gonna-
tables. Those are like little sleeping mats.
sweet. That's all I needed then.
All right, let her rip.
Just slide right there. 24 to hit.
24 hits.
So we got 7 and 4.
How many is that?
11.
11. Oof. He's got 1 hit point left. PETA.
Come on.
Are we gonna Power
okay.
Rangers this or
I'll
oh, go ahead.
Captain
I
Planet?
don't have anything else.
Our powers combined here.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to viciously mock him.
Oh yeah, that's the only way to end
All
this.
right. That's a wisdom save from him.
Yep.
Please don't make it. Please.
It's only a
For the love
10.
of God.
He doesn't make the save.
7 psychic damage.
All right. What do you say to this man?
All of your friends are dead. You have no one left. Just leave.
And he just looks around in utter hopelessness and starts crying blood, and then he falls over dead.
Oh God. Well,
Yikes.
I feel dirty after that one.
I know.
Congratulations.
Pixel, I hate to say this, but I have gotten a phone call that I have to respond to.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It probably won't take but a few minutes.
Okay.
But I'm going to have to step away.
Mute yourself before you go. But don't leave the Zoom call because that'll screw up everything. So. Okay. All right. Well, you all stand now over the mutilated corpses of your foes. And the room that you stand in has several torches and sconces lighting up this bare room. There are 6 bedrolls made of stitched animal furs covering the floor. Several of them have deep pools of blood, wetting the fur, sticking it to the stone tiles. Or, I don't know if they're tiles, to the stone floor. And cold air is whistling in through a fissure in the wall.
So it's not even any warmer in here than it was anywhere else.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bit. Well, it is a little bit because they have all these torches. And you look at this, like these sleeping furs. They clearly were planning to sleep in here. They were not planning to like freeze to death in here. It doesn't look like they were unprepared. Like they have food rations and like hunting and equipment and stuff. You know, weapons and things. So they do have enough stuff in here that they wouldn't have died, which implies to me that it would help you not die from the cold, if that makes sense.
Sure.
It would be weird of me to be like, yeah, these guys were just planning to lay down and die in the freezing cold tonight.
No, sure. I just didn't know if it was like significantly warmer in here.
Yeah. Well, they do have all these torches. And you haven't seen like lit torches anywhere else in the place. So.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think our first order of business is to search these guys. Because A, they might have our relic. They've been here for a while. And B, I think it's a good idea to maybe try to snag up some warmer clothes. Maybe take some coats or something.
I'm going to take daylight out mode off here. Sorry.
If that makes sense to y'all.
Yeah. I think there's enough people to say have coats. We can probably lift them off of all of them and give everybody something.
Wanderers
that'd be
would
nice.
certainly work towards that. So I had to leave a message. If that person calls me back,
Sure.
I will have to step away.
Understood.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so they are covered in blood, and you've chopped holes in many of them. So go ahead and give me an investigation check, and we'll see just if you've got enough to keep all of you warm, what the situation is here.
We all do
26
investigation.
investigation.
Okay, how many of you guys are
Oh.
there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's 5 of you. I'll give you roll a d10, and we'll divide that number by 2, and that's how many effective coats you can get.
Okay, so who are you saying that to? Because I rolled and I think I wasn't
4.
supposed
Okay,
to.
so that's 2. You find enough that you can patch together that aren't so covered in blood that because again, it's like if it's freezing cold and you put on a wet coat, that's not really super going to help, right? So 2 of you can get warm enough clothes off these guys that have not been ruined by being murdered, that you could overcome the extreme cold condition of this place. So it's up to you guys.
Wanderers wants to pick up a bedroll and throw it over his shoulders. Can he do that?
You can. What I will say is you'll have to like spend some type of action dropping it or something if you get into combat to not give yourself a disadvantage, because like you're not going to be able to cast spells and fight and wave your arms while it's like if you're walking to the kitchen in a blankie, you're not going to be able to get into a fist fight immediately without dropping it. You know what I mean? So.
Okay, but he's going to do it anyway. He's going to grab one and wrap it around himself. Was there any discussion about barricading the door and taking a long rest in here?
No, but I think it's a good idea to take a quick rest. It's warm enough in here that we're not going to freeze. So
I was going to say I can always cast Lehman's Tiny Hut whenever because I have ritual casting. So it doesn't cost me a spell slot.
If these guys were not freezing to death, then we're not going to freeze to death either. But Lehman's tiny hut, the weather in it is the temperatures
is comfortable and dry.
Yeah.
regardless of what the weather is outside of it. So
Is there anything in the room? Which way do the doors open? And is there anything in the room we can barricade?
I think I described you guys as having burst the doors inward. So, and no, there's not anything you could really, other than the bodies. If you want to pile the bodies in front of the door, that would be the only thing that seems barricadable, I think.
Okay, well, I think Pixel that Wanderers would definitely do that.
just a heads up or question, I guess. Is that another set of doors to the north?
Yes, it is. There is another set
Okay.
of doors that you can see to the north. I probably forgot to
Gotcha.
describe that. This part of the adventure does not seem to mention some of those things in the box text. There is a
Okay,
door
no,
in
you're
there.
good.
Yep.
I just wanted to double check because I saw the white that looks like.
I guess so. Wonders has got the bedroll. I guess we need to discuss who's getting these 2 coats.
And I feel like Cass, is probably a little I mean, could I potentially like roll a fortitude check to see how I adapt to the cold compared to everybody else?
So the cold condition, basically, unless you have resistance or immunity to cold or some other class feature that says you ignore it, basically what happens at the end of every hour, you make a DC 10 Constitution check. If you
I guess I
succeed,
did con check.
yeah,
Okay,
if you
okay, yeah, that makes
succeed, then
sense.
you don't gain a thing of a level of exhaustion. If you fail, you gain a level of exhaustion. So,
That makes sense.
sorry, I was just putting blood all over the floor. We just gotta keep it accurate in here.
Okay, and then I guess one more question to
Yeah.
help decide this. Esmeralda also does not have warm clothing, right?
That is
Like,
correct. She does not.
well, poopy.
And she also does not really have any magic. I mean, she has Firebolt, but that's not going to keep you warm all night.
All right, well, decision time. I think that I think Ash would give one to Esmeralda and be like, "We have one more. Who wants it?"
All right, I'll give her, whoever has the coats, I'm going to give him a little orange ping for now so we know who has it. And Wanderers picked up a bedroll, and the coats wouldn't fit Wanderers anyway because Wanderers is so big.
You're muted, bonus mom.
Yeah, Wanderers wouldn't fit in the coats. I knew that.
Okay, so for prestidigitation, it does it work on
Wait a minute.
clothes?
Whoa. Wanderers has mending. Wanderers has mending, Mr. DM.
Okay.
I mean, if we're going to spend a long rest in here, is there any way we could stitch some more together with that?
With mending, sure. That's choosing which cantrips you choose. This is like one of the only times mending's ever been useful in D&D games, so I think I'm going to allow this. I think that makes sense to me.
Yeah,
Because between
sorry.
prestidigitation, you can clean the blood off of it, right? And then with the mending, you can mend them. So yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay,
Cool.
so I think we strip them. I think Wander still has to go with.
Yeah, I will say Wanderous still has to have the bedroll on him.
I would like to do like a dexterity roll or something like that to see if Wanderous. Oh no, never mind. I don't have a rope anymore. I was going to see if I could tie him on, but I don't have a rope, so never mind.
I think I have a rope.
Okay.
Is there a possibility? Because like Wanderous could tie the rope around his neck or something and lift the thing over it and turn it into a cape.
Can you turn it into a cape? Yeah, sure. You'll make a sleight of hand check, or yeah, I think sleight. Unless you have like tailor's tools.
No, I don't have tailor's tools. Oh, Wander's got a 6. He ties the thing around his neck, almost chokes himself, and somebody else has to get it off of him.
Okay. Yeah, you just can't get it quite right.
But I do mend the coat so that everybody gets a little bit of
I
something.
did have another question as well. So during my investigation, did I find anything useful? Or like, because we're here for something specific, we have to assume they may have been here for the same thing. I don't find any like treasure or artifacts or anything on these guys, or is that a separate role?
You sure don't.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
No. This room is extremely bare. There's a big hole in the wall over here. Although you had a where? Okay, hang on one second. What the? Listen, I really need you. Okay, I need a perception check from all of you.
Okay.
We'll go with.
Ash got 27.
Of course.
I'm a one trick pony, baby.
That was persuasion.
Oh,
But
shit.
anyway.
What is it? Did you
It
say
doesn't matter. Ash
perception?
got it. Ash, you find a panel in the wall to the south that, when pressed, reveals a secret door into a hidden room.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was just gonna say. I think one of the things I took observant, so it boosted it even more.
it, like,
my
doubled it or
passive
whatever.
wisdom and perception is like
Crazy. Yeah. So you see this room to the south. Looking in there, you see that carved into the south wall of this dusty space are cylindrical holes in the wall. They are filled with like rotting ancient parchment, none of which has seemed to survive enough to be legible in any fashion.
So I think that Ash would say, while you guys are working on getting the coats, does somebody want to check this out with me?
I'm doing prestidigitation on the coat. So
And
I'll
I'm
go
doing
with you.
mending.
I feel like
I'll
it
go
makes
with you,
sense,
Ash.
like in the meantime. But it doesn't matter to me. Yeah, I want to go look at these things for sure. If
Let's
somebody wants to
send
come
it.
with me, that's cool.
Okay.
I'll probably start on the
All right, yeah.
left. That'd be my left if I'm looking at it.
All right, I'll start on the right side then.
Yeah. So these things are it seems to be like ancient scrolls, but they're crumbled to like you literally can't even pick one up without them just falling completely apart. Just scrolls or maps or something, but they're all completely just ancient and crumbled.
So nothing survived, yeah.
Nope.
Well, so much
Not
for a
darn
secret
thing.
room.
I know, right?
Oof.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, why is this whole section over here to the left is blocked for me, which is funny. Like this is all black for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, probably
Even
because
though
of a
I'm
light
standing-
source situation.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
because the things in the room are giving off light, but I don't know,
Yeah,
but
I
I
gotcha.
don't know. Although Cass is no,
Yeah, I
Peter's
mean, I can
sword is
see
giving off
everything.
light, right?
yeah.
And I think we discussed that being on, but I don't think
Yep.
Ash was carrying anything that gave off light, which is why.
Yeah, no worries. I was confused for a second.
Okay,
Nothing in there.
all right. So you guys are taking a nap. You're tired.
Yeah, we want to do a long rest.
Is that the
Everybody
plan?
healed back up.
Well, you can-
You doing okay?
well, we're going to put up Leland's tiny hut, right?
Yeah, I can
I
ritual
think-
cast that.
I
Okay.
think Wanderous drags the dire wolf in front of the one door and the bodies in front, like just so that if anybody tries to push in, we're going to get a warning.
Okay.
And Wanderous is ready for a long rest. Do we need to watch? I mean, don't we? Or do we
No,
not?
nobody can get in a route that I don't want within Lehman's tiny hut. So I'll put that in chat as well.
That's too big. Hang on. Okay, what are the dimensions of Lehman's? 10-foot radius. Okay, I think that's 5, right? That's a 10-foot diameter.
Yeah, 10-foot diameter.
So that's
Yep,
a
there it is.
10-foot radius. And you guys like stack the bodies up
Yep.
against the door.
Mhm.
Just sort of barricade you in there with corpses.
Well, I was saying I put at least the dire wolf in front of the other door.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And also, bam.
Wanderous is going into Lehman's tiny hut, and Wanderous is going to rest.
Okay. All right, so everybody goes into Lehman's tiny hut and takes a rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I lose my temporary hit points on a long rest?
I don't know. Yes.
Wrong direction.
Yes, you do. Unless you guys get temporary HP from like a hit dice that chat redeems and take
Yeah.
a long rest, I'll let those persist. But anything that comes from like in-game features would go away.
Cool beans.
All right. Well, you take a rest. Everyone beds down to go to sleep here in the temple.
There's a button for a long rest too, isn't there?
I think there is now, actually. Yeah, I think they added one.
Where the poop is it at? Oh, there it is.
Great question.
Not that I needed it. I like literally didn't get it, but hey, there it is.
All right, I gotta reset all of Uduzi's spells. Okay. You bed down for the evening and begin to sleep. Let's see here. So, that's useless. I think you all have quite fitful dreams in this place. Ash, I think yours is probably not surprising here. I think you are running down an endless dark hallway, bursting through numerous doors, and every time you enter a new door, a door far ahead of you closes, and you get the sense that just out of sight, Thorin is ahead of you, and you're trying to reach him, but he's always just one room away. Wandress, I think as you rest here, I think you have another one of those senses like you've had in a couple of places in Barovia, like your connection with the star is distant, tenuous. You just have a sense of tremendous darkness here, And I think that's what your dream is. It's just the dark of a night with no stars. And Cass, I think in your dream, you see yourself approaching this place once again, entering through the entranceway as you did before, standing and staring, looking out over the temple as you did before. Except I think this time you feel a pull as you stand in the center of an open room, having come down the main stairs into this big open kind of chamber, and you feel your shadow pulling you down beneath the floor. And PETA, I think you dream of whispers in the dark. I think you just hear these voices. You'll never get it back. Why do you always run? Only stood and fight because they're so much stronger than you are. Without your friends, you're nothing. It's gone.
What's gone?
It was taken from you, and you'll never get it back.
How can you be so sure?
Who do you think you're talking to?
Okay, I can give you the cold shoulder too.
And I think you wake up the next morning, and your shoulder has slipped out of the warm bag. And it's not that it's not warm in here, because it is in Lehman's tiny hut, but like your shoulder is like resting on the cold stone of the floor, which is still a little chilly regardless of the spell. However, nothing seems to have attacked you in the night. You are safe in the room. The torches have burned low.
Okay.
Actually, in fact, it looks like about half of them have gone out. Nevertheless, it seems your barricades have held. What would you like to do? You've had a long rest.
I sent
I'm gonna
you a
go.
message, by
okay.
the way, Pixel, just real quick.
Oh, okay.
Well, does Ash need to roll? Guys.
We're good. Oh, I forgot to do this. Okay, so you awake. At this point, there are no like flies buzzing because it's so cold in the rest of this room. It's like refrigerated, but the blood is like sticky and frozen on. It's like -10, so the blood has like frozen to the ground outside of your little. Although it was a little warmer in here, I guess. So it's like really chilled and refrigerated, and bitingly cold.
Okay. Can I go around and like relight the torches with
Sure.
prestidigitation?
Yeah, that's fine.
And how is our coat situation looking? Is everybody strapped other than Wondrous now?
Yes, I think you were
believe
able
so.
to put stuff together because of mending and prestidigitation to have enough to be fine.
Cool.
Okay. What now? You have a thing that where freezing wind is kind of like rushing in, this little skinny passageway. You have the door back out into the main room. You have the 2 doors to the north and a whole temple full of mystery to examine.
Well, see, now that you're like over explaining this, I kind of want to check it out.
Explain
This
what?
freezing passageway. I kind of want
Oh.
to see what's down this air
Sure.
vent.
Well,
Okay.
I suspect that Wanderous can't even get down it, so he's gonna start to work on maybe moving the bodies away from a door if he can get them
Okay.
unstuck from the whatever.
Sure. Yeah, make an athletics check, Wonders.
I can assist with that as well.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. You can make those with advantage.
And I'll go with Ash.
Okay.
23.
I was gonna
23 to removing the bodies.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, you can move the bodies. I think maybe you stick them all in this useless empty room that had nothing in
Solid
it,
plan.
Okay.
just to get them out of the way. And like you throw the thing in on top of them. Okay, Ash. Yeah, you make your way over to that and look out. It appears to just go outside. This is like a back way you could have snuck in to kill these guys if you wanted to, I guess.
You
but
shit. All right.
listen, I'm just, I'm explaining the things in the room.
That's right.
don't
I
know.
get it.
Sometimes the things I draw attention to are significant. Sometimes not
It
so
just be a
much.
hole. That's right.
Sometimes it's a hole.
Sometimes it's just a long, skinny hole
Oh my god.
full of cold wind and disappointment.
All the disappointment.
Okay.
Should we maybe sneak up to this door and surely God, there's no enemies in there considering they would have probably heard the
I mean,
scuffle.
yeah, I'd imagine not.
You guys want to go back out in the main room or should we check out this northern door?
Well, I think Wanderous thinks we should check out the side room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like as much as Cass is like, just having the weirdest sense of deja vu about this place. I mean, she's not going to do anything that the group doesn't do.
I think Wanderous is going to go over here and try to open those doors unless somebody stops him.
Okay. Alrighty. Wondrous, you go and open the door.
Okay.
Wondrous, the walls of this 20-foot wide, 70-foot long arched corridor are sheathed in amber. The southern half of the wall is scorched by fire, and a charred corpse lies on the floor about 10 feet away from you under a burned cloak. Several amber doors lead elsewhere from this hall. 3 arrow slits are cut into the east wall. Oh, and I probably should mention that floating in the middle of the hall are 3 human skulls wreathed in green flame. Please roll initiative.
Oh god, these remind me of those things from fucking Zelda.
Let me
Yep.
see here.
Gosh dang it.
0.
Bub. Oh my.
Oh, I gotta edit these guys' thing here.
I don't think it worked. Does
I forgot
anybody?
to I forgot to click my
Uh,
token.
It's fine. I can add stuff. It'll be fine.
I didn't see
Yeah.
your
Try
initiative.
again. I don't think my roll worked. Oh, nat 20, 22.
Okay.
Got a 13.
All right. God, this is gonna be like a massive. It's gonna be hard for me to get everybody on the screen in a way that people can see. Okay. Let's see. I think I've rolled for everybody. Okay, yeah, and these things begin to like cackle madly and float around the hall as you open the door. I guess seeing everybody's reaction be what it is, Esmeralda is going to rush over behind Wandress. Oh no, she'll rush over in the front. She's got enough room for that. And she is going to cast Firebolt. That's an 11 to hit. It does not hit. So she pops off a Firebolt, and it just sort of like goes wide as her bolt just sort of like whizzes down the hallway. That's her movement and action. She doesn't really have a bonus action here, I don't think. That would be useful. Wandress, you're up.
Okay, well, what I was going to say Wanderers was going to do was close the door.
Okay.
So Wanderers closes the door and says, there's 3 crazy skulls and they're floating around in the air and cackling at us.
Okay.
They didn't come at us last night. I don't know what to think about them. Of course, he's saying that while she's firebolting them. So is he able to do it? Does he get the door closed?
Yeah, you can close the door.
Okay, so Wanderers closed the door, and that's what he says.
I was curious about something really quick. You described that hallway. Did you describe the doors at the end?
The walls of this 20-foot wide, 70-foot long arched corridor are sheathed in amber. The southern half of the hall is scorched by fire, and a charred corpse lies on the floor here under a burned fur cloak. Several amber doors lead from this hall, and 3 arrow slits are cut into the east wall, floating in the middle of the hall of the skulls. So there are several doors. From here, you could see that like 15 feet, there's like a small door on the left. I don't know if you could see the other 2. There are some other doors, and then the ones in the very back. They all are described as amber.
Okay. Well, I was just curious.
Okay.
Wanderers also says, but I'd really like to have that cloak.
All right. And you hear some like small explosions on the other side of the door as they seemingly launch some kind of flame attacks against the door. However, I believe these doors are made of stone. Let me look at the, this is 15. Yeah, the doors to Area X-17, which must be, stone. So they're made of the same stuff that these doors were made out of. And so they are not like wooden and they don't break, but you hear like poof, 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 some noises hit the door. But it doesn't seem like they get through the door. So
Wanderers would frantically have tried to describe everything you said, that there was the burn, the corpse,
Sure. Okay. I'll just ask this way. Do you open the door and like try to fight these things, or do you just want to go a different way? Because I'm just going to, because it'll become very apparent here in a few seconds, they don't chase you out of the room or bust down the doors. So unless you go in there, they seem to be enchanted to just guard that room or something. But they're not going to like follow you. So if you guys want to just fight them now, you can do that. Maybe there's a way to get to the goal that you want without going through there, and you don't have to mess with them. Yeah, I'm going to leave that up to you.
Are we able to freely discuss it since they're not attacking?
Yeah, I mean, because like if you take a minute, you'll hear a few more blasts on the other side of the door, and then it dies down if you don't open it again. So,
Okay. Well, obviously this way is guarded for a reason, but I don't necessarily think we have to go this way yet because, there might be something somewhere else. There's no harm in coming back if we want to, right? Well, we know where this is. Do we want to? Maybe we won't have to take it on at all. What do you guys think?
There were other openings along the wall slots. I don't know if they could shoot out them, Wanderous would say, but I wonder if it'd be possible that we could shoot in them and stay safe outside if it were necessary. Maybe we need to look around more, Ash, and get our feet under us. Although it was very brave of you, lovely lady, to shoot that firebolt. You're quite brave.
Well, thanks, I suppose. I also am not sure how much good shooting a flaming skull with fire would do, but it was the first thing that came to mind. So, but I missed, so I guess we don't know.
I'm cool with looking around more before we come back here, or, not. You guys want to check out the rest of the temple first?
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like we can come back whenever we want to. So
Okay.
I should just mention to you as we're traveling along and I'm learning more things that I have an ability to dampen elements, which means that when me or a creature within 30 feet of me makes acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage, I can use my reaction to grant resistance to the creature against that instance of the damage. So if it gets to the point that we have to go through there, I can maybe help protect us a little bit.
Yeah, and you can do that every turn, but only to one creature per turn.
Right. I just felt like I should mention it because it hasn't come up before.
It seems to me like that somebody enchanted that to keep people out for a reason. So I think it's likely we'll have to come back. I don't know, but why else would there be green flaming skulls? Yeah, that aren't even chasing us, right? They're not aggressive towards us unless we're in that room.
Well, knowing that they're in there, I'll have an opportunity to drop my bedroll before we go in, and I won't lose that action.
Okay. I guess we're going to explore the rest of the temple.
But let's be very careful because there are slots along that wall. Something I'm curious about, Ash, there was another room on the other side of here that we saw a corpse in when we first came in last night. I wonder if the rooms match so that there'll be a room like that on the other side too. Do you remember that?
There was a room you saw a corpse in?
Was it on the eastern side?
Yeah, it was over on the other side when we first came through the door, and there were slots in there. And you said if we looked in one room, we could see.
Oh, was that the entrance?
A corpse over in a corner.
Oh, yes.
That was through the entrance where they had.
Yeah, there were some arrow slits in the wall of the entrance.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just reminding everybody.
It was like over down this way. I don't know who can see that ping, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did we search that eastern room? The one that's way over here
No, I think you went over there and looked in the open doors briefly or something, but you didn't search. This is the only thing you guys have searched.
Okay.
Right? Cool. You saw that there's two stairways that lead down into a really big open area in the center of the temple, and there's Cass would remember probably from the vision that there was a big statue at one end of that hallway. I don't think any of you had any light far enough to see that. And then that directly across the hallway was another set of doors kind of identical to this one, but that one was opened where this one was closed. And then you remembered that there was a door on the southern wall right outside of this room, and that as you came in from the outside, you could see into some arrow slits on the left and right of that hallway, and one on the right side of that was a room that had a corpse in it. So
I think that's as good a place to start as any, if you guys think. we can just go across the hall and check that room. I would like to lie to my lantern before we go, though.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, and your lantern is, I think, what, 20 feet of light and 20 feet of low light?
I think so. I wouldn't use it hooded, though. I would
Okay.
pop the hood back.
Yeah, I think that's this, but that would be the same as a torch, so I'm assuming that that's the same that it does. Okay. Well,
Let's do it.
let's do it.
Yeah, I'll have my sun sword out as well.
Okay. Yeah, Esmeralda sort of like steps outside the room and waits for you guys to take off.
Wanderous has his blanket wrapped around him and he comes out the door.
All right, so you guys see that there's a door on this southern wall. You see these two staircases that lead down into some kind of big, open, empty area on a lower floor there. And then you remember that there's another door all the way across over here. What would you like to
Does
do?
Cass remember these stairs at all?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so they were just like big
Like from the dream?
stone. Yeah, and like this place is kind of weird. Like all of the stonework in here is this like ribboned black marble, and then the doors are this like yellowish golden amber sap looking stuff. So it's this big like black and gold motif, but everything is like, you know, ancient. There's kind of like dust and cobwebs everywhere. But it's not your typical just like big gray dungeon. You know, it's like black marble. But you would remember that the stairs lead down to a big open empty area. There are like 4 black marble columns like rushing all the way up to the ceiling of the second floor. There's a 40-foot tall statue to the north end of the play, and you just had a dream like reliving this last night, so you know that like over here is like a big tall statue of a cowled figure with a hood wearing flowing robes. You know the statue's hands are outstretched as if in the middle of casting some kind of a spell, but its face is utterly black. The statue stands between 2 columns of black marble at the far end of the room. Similar to this column of marble on the end of the room that you guys are at, it's like 60 feet away. There's the other one. The walls are sheathed in amber. The doors leading from most of any place are made of amber as well. There are arched hallways kind of leading away, and that's on the lower level if you walk down the stairs.
Okay. I mean, I feel like Cass would say, you know, finally look at the party and say, look, like, I think we need to go down the stairs. I think I've been here before.
Wanderous would look at Kaz very questioningly. You think
Like-
before we look up here, we should go down there?
Oh, and
Like, I
you,
feel like-
sorry. Go ahead. I was going to say, you guys can see those arrow slits that were mentioned are along this
Yeah.
far wall here too,
Yeah.
overlooking the big lower area.
I feel like Cass is just drawn to like this room and that statue in particular because she feels like it holds maybe some kind of answers for her.
If you've never been to Barovia before, how would you have been here?
I've seen this temple, I've seen this room in a dream. I just multiple times, and I had one again as we were resting.
We should be very careful. There are the slits in the wall.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast aid on the 3 other party members, not Esmeralda. So that is gonna, let's see. Oh, hold on. Let's put this in chat. Okay, so your current hit points increased by 5 for the next 8 hours.
Oh, nice.
Wow. So would that count as temporary hit points?
No, it's your actual hit points, but that's for the next 8 hours only.
Yeah.
Um,
But do make a note somewhere of what your normal hit point maximum is if
It
you
is.
change it.
So hit point maximum is right above the current. So it will tell you.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, yeah, so anyway.
Yeah,
But
sorry,
like it does exist in such a way that like if you lose that health, you can gain it back. You know what I mean? Like if somebody heals you, it's not like temporary HP where like you're technically above your maximum, but you lose it, but you can't like be cured for that. In this, the wording of this spell is designed such that you could be healed of that. But we could just keep that in mind.
Okay.
Well, you can do like I did my 65 plus 5 in the hit point maximum, and then I put 70 down underneath it under my
No, that just gave
sheet.
you 655 hit points. So,
Oh my lord!
Oh,
or at least it did on your token, not on your maybe
Hey,
not
we're
on
going
your
to
sheet.
fight Strahd now.
Yeah,
Real quick.
We're gonna launch Wanderous at him.
8 hours. We got 8 hours to get to Strahd's castle, and Wanderous
do
can
that
take it
again.
all. But it's fine. We'll just know that.
So my initial reaction, and I think Ash would say this out loud. This isn't VP talking. Normally, I would say leave no stone unturned when it comes to looking for a relic to help us beat Strahd. But if you're dreaming of this place frequently, I think that it has to be for a reason, right?
I mean, I would think so.
All right.
I say
I'll go
cast
where
lead
you
on.
lead.
Yeah, I
But
say
be
cast
very
lead on.
careful of those.
I mean, we can go down the stairs, see what there is, and then come back. But, I feel like also, the quicker we get in, the quicker we can get out. I feel like we'll know what we're looking for when we find it.
Do the steps go down directly beside that wall that has the slits in it?
Yes, they do.
So if we go down that step, we'd actually be going underneath the slits right next to them and right down below them.
Yes. But
Okay.
it does look like where those things, they're like right here and here. I don't know if you guys can see all these.
Yeah, we can kind of see the light.
They have a pretty good view of that lower floor. It would be kind of hard to, like if you're right underneath them, you might not be as easily seen, but like anything out in the room, it's got a pretty expansive view. It's like the people who designed this temple clearly did that on purpose, right? For that to be like a defensive position.
Well,
I mean,
curiosity killed the cat and all, but I kind of want to see what's behind this door, and then I'm willing to follow Cass wherever she thinks we need to go.
okay. Let's go.
All
This
right.
door right by
Opening
there's another
that
door here
lower
next
door.
to Vita.
Yeah.
Okay, so you open to see a very small room with kind of shattered bits of wood all over the floor of this sort of 20-foot frigid square room. The ceiling is about 10 feet high. Give me a perception check, please.
14.
14. With a 14, as you look at these, you see enough pieces of wood of the right configuration. It looks like these used to be some kind of like bunk, like a guard barracks bunk or something like that.
Okay.
There's no window or anything in there. It's just, there's no.
Nope. Just enclosed room, looks like. Listen, we were right next to the door, okay? I couldn't leave it unopened. I was physically unable. We had to open.
I'm with you.
Okay. Lead on, Cass.
I mean, okay. I feel like Cass is just going to start walking down the stairs.
Okay.
Let's at least see if we get far enough for Cass to determine this is what he remembers. But Wanderous is going to stay right next to the wall if he goes down, and he's just going to go down a little ways till he sees what happens.
Okay. Yeah, so this is going to be a little odd with some of you on different floors here.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just do most of my describing from here. Well, no, I'll take you down here. Let's just grab everybody on the token layer, and I'll just
I was gonna
bounce you
say,
guys
'cause,
back and forth if I have to.
Cass, do you have any type of like light at all, or?
I mean, I just have dark vision.
Okay, because I can walk with you, with my sun sword,
Guys, all right.
as well.
All right, this is not exactly correct. Cass, you reach the bottom. No one else can really see everything Cass can see at this point.
Well,
However-
Wanderous would have a torch because there's that whole warm.
Yeah,
warm
like
thing.
all of the
Does
rest of you
Wanderous
guys are
have
kind
dark
of.
vision. I don't think I do.
No, I don't think you do. All the rest of you guys
Yeah.
are kind of at the top of the stairs, so that's the best I can do
Yeah.
to reference that.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. So yeah, Wanderous, you see these. Let me look. Actually, not Wanderous. Cass. From here, let me kill this. You don't need those. You don't need those. And what types of light does Cass currently have on them? None or
I mean, just dark vision.
dark vision? Okay. So with your dark vision, currently,
Oh,
you can see there's a black marble column over here, and then these two things at the end of the stairs are black marble columns. You can see to your left is a white marble statue of a robed human wizard with a pointed hat and a golden staff sitting here.
Mm-hmm.
You see there's like a hallway or something leading off in the distance. You'd have to go further into the room to see any more.
I feel like Cass is just gonna slowly start, creeping up, pausing every little bit just
Okay.
to.
So a poignant or an important question for everyone else: how far ahead of you do you let Cass get?
Not that
Okay.
far.
and
Not by a long
Wanderous is
shot.
going to cast a light on his quarterstaff.
So
And then
Wanderous
he's
is
going to
casting.
follow
light.
down the stairs and stay within.
Wanderous is giving off it. Okay.
I was thinking about 10 feet. So
I think Wanderous would go to the bottom of the stairs, right up next to the wall, hoping to be below the eye holes. And then he's got light, and he's at the bottom of the steps, and he sees what he can see.
Okay.
And let's see. I think I want to measure. I think just knowing how things go and how we move, we've learned all that. That Wanderous is going to. Oh crap! I'm trying to make a move, and yeah, Wanderous is going to stay
Oh,
within
Jesus.
25 to 30 feet of him. So
Damn it.
yeah, I'm right there.
Okay.
And I see
Great.
a turn order.
You sure do.
Okay. Could we do like a quick break before we do corn order and let Wanderous run that room down the hall?
Oh no! What did I do? Did I just get us all killed?
I don't understand what you're asking me, Bonus Mom.
I need a bathroom break. Can I have a quick 3-minute
Sure, yeah.
bathroom
We're going to
break
take a quick
before-
break before whatever this is happens. Guys, we'll be back in just a minute. Stay tuned. Okay, can you hear us, friends? Thank you, Ham Sandwich. All right. This
Wanderous
is going
rolled
to
a
be
16.
extremely brutal, my friends.
Oh, no.
I actually have to go get some more stuff, don't I?
Oh no!
And bye, everyone.
This is a good time for the SpongeBob meme. Let's look at the bottom first.
Okay.
All right. Come on, Bard.
Come on!
Don't
how
fail
much
me
you want
now.
to bet?
Scared.
It's like
Okay, 17.
how much you want to bet? It's like Barovia's version of a Balrog.
They dug too deep.
Too deep and too greedily.
I'm stressed.
Damn it, I keep having this thing where I'm getting people's like measurements. Okay, can you guys all do me a favor?
Hmm.
On
And
the
stop
if you
measuring
click the
things?
little measurement thing, there's a little tick box that says broadcast to others. Can you
Yeah.
untick that just so I don't have to? Because it's like it keeps putting a permanent like thing on everybody's screen. And
Yes,
it's-
sorry.
There we go.
yeah, I mean
I
it's
don't see one. I see one that says hide from others.
Yeah, that's what you want to click. Hide from others.
that's weird. It's mine says broadcast to others. It must be different for you guys, but yes.
Okay. Okay, so now it says hide from others. Okay.
Yeah. Wow, these are like really loud now.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't realize those were so loud.
wanna die.
Why is it exactly that we're doing this?
because I thought it was a good idea.
Because she apparently was dreaming of this place.
Dream, 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 dream.
Peter better start composing her eulogy.
Well, I just want to say, if we all die tonight, I don't even think I want to get my new character out. We're too far along. I think we just give up.
No! Oh my god, no, we've been playing on this for like over
30
I gotta
episodes.
see how this
We
ends.
can't
Okay.
bring somebody new in. We'd have to go back to the beginning.
Okay, so this place is dark. You can barely see anything at all as you enter down, all the way down into the bottom of this place. And Cass, as you step into the main part of the floor, you hear a chanting from the dark, dark void. I have to move so we can see everybody because you guys are so freaking far away from each other. You hear a chanting from the statue itself. I need every single one of you to please make me a DC 17 dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
So, and this is relevant. Is this for an area of effect thing?
I think your evasion would apply to this.
Okay, cool. Well,
Okay, Wanderous rolled a 6.
3.
oh,
Okay.
heavens, dude.
I rolled a 13.
Are you
Y'all
shitting
want-
me?
Y'all want to use inspiration?
I'm gonna burn my inspiration.
Here's you gotta roll a 17.
Yeah.
Oh, Bob, it's so
Oh
close.
no, so
No,
close.
I'm burning mine too because I have a pretty high dex. All right, I'm sorry.
Dang it.
You're making me nervous now. One more time. 17.
Okay.
I don't.
So
I don't-
Ash and Cass
I'm not
have
gonna
both
burn
spent
mine.
inspiration.
Nope, that's Ash and PETA.
Yeah, Ash and
I
PETA,
haven't.
I'm sorry. And Wandress and Ozzy have failed the save. I also need to make one for good old what's-her-face.
Starting to have heart palpitations. Oh, God.
Oh my God, man, she'll be
Let's
fine.
see.
Omega, you have inspiration back.
Thank
She
you. And
also
you do as well.
fails.
Thanks.
Okay. Everybody who failed the save takes 22 points of lightning damage
God damn.
as a lightning bolt slashes out from this statue.
Wait.
And as a lightning bolt flashes out and skips arcs zip, 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 between all of you.
Nice.
As
Well done.
thank you, PETA, you can make an Arcana check to see what you guys just maybe got hit with in this bright illumination flash of light in this area. Everyone who failed takes 22 points of damage. Everyone who succeeded takes 11. Ash, you take none. And what is that Arcana? 21. Yeah,
21.
you recognize this. You just got hit with a 6th level chain lightning spell from that statue. This, which is a pretty powerful spell. So you take, what is that? 22 points of damage, I think I said?
Yep.
Yeah. And you are in initiative. You currently, other than just the statue itself, do not see any enemies. Oh. Also, God, this is brutal.
Don't like when he says that.
It's brutal.
I really
Hang on,
hate
guys.
it. Ugh. Good call on the pee break, by the way. Oh, God.
Hang on, I gotta
Ugh.
make sure this is the right size. Okay.
I just want to remind everybody, I wanted to go check across the hall where the little
I just
bottom
wanted
of
to
the room was.
I just want to apologize for the TPK.
Okay.
God.
Never been a part of one of
Okay,
his
so
before.
what?
I'm working
What
on
is
it. Yeah, I think that's the spot. Okay.
Oh, no.
And then Ash, Wandress,
Oh, God.
and Cass, I need another dexterity saving throw.
Oh goddamn!
As from one of the arrow slits up above you, a fireball from one of those greens you can see looking up above like a glint of green flame. And actually, I bet this is a green fireball. Let's make it so.
Well, now I thought I was right against the wall. That thing could still see me.
It's a fireball. It's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, the radius.
It
grabs
sees
you.
like
Okay.
Cass or Ash and drops it in the middle of all of you.
Okay,
this
I got a 21.
Gout of green fire. Now the saving throw on this one is a DC 13.
Oh, no, wait a minute. I
I'm
didn't get
burning
it. That's
inspiration on
Vincent's
this.
21.
You got 20 though.
I did? Oh, there
Yeah.
it is. I got a 20.
Okay.
14.
Okay, so everybody saved?
Yeah, I think Oz
Well,
just
I don't
uses
know.
inspiration.
Oz uses
I
it.
use inspiration.
Okay. And did
He's
I
on
miss
track.
anyone getting inspo back? Ash got inspo back.
I don't have it. If you have
right.
me having inspiration, I don't have any.
Okay. All right.
I burned mine way back when.
So on that one, you were looking at 30 damage if you failed, 15 if you succeeded, and Ash once again takes nothing from evasion. Because I don't think evasion takes your reaction to do, right?
Let me read. You want me to put it in chat for you?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Let's make sure. I
So
think
how
it's
do I
just
do
like if you save, it's just yeah, it's just
You
a
didn't say
static
take
effect.
no damage. Yeah.
So you succeeded that save. You take no damage from that as you dodge this massive fireball. But your other two friends take a big beefy hit. Damn it! I'm still seeing these frickin'. We need to put in a bit of a small complaint to Roll20. I like the new thing, but it just keeps leaving these things on my frickin' page when people measure
does
stuff.
the fireball stay, or that's an instantaneous thing?
That's an instantaneous thing. It just happens and it goes. And you would all be able, I think, to tell that it came from up above you. I just left it there because, I didn't move it yet.
Can we run away?
Can you run away? You can certainly try.
I wanted to point two things out really quick before we get into the actual turns.
Uh-huh.
Wondrous's initiative isn't in there.
Yeah,
yes,
and it is a 16.
16.
Thank
Thank you.
And also you have not put Esmeralda in there.
Gotcha. Add turn. 16. Did I roll for her? I thought I did. Maybe I just missed her. Or maybe I
not
clicked
seeing
her, but it
her
didn't
chat.
roll.
No, you rolled for the dexterity.
Okay. Yeah, I must have just forgotten to roll it. Okay, thank you. Good catch.
Before we start moving,
Yeah, I'm with you. 17. Okay.
Maybe in case people are upset they can't help with inspiration, let me just say that Bonus Mom has DM inspiration, so I'm not totally
Okay.
empty.
Okay. All right. So, PETA, you are up next after that fireball slams down into you guys.
Okay.
After the chain lightning and then the fireball. You are up at the
Gotcha.
top of the stairs. You've just
Yeah.
watched all this go down. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and I think move up right behind Wondrous.
Oh my god.
So we're not running away. That's the decision.
I'll just, well, you wouldn't know that because it's not my turn yet.
All right. You move up behind Wondrous. Fair enough.
I mean, because I wouldn't really have any knowledge of anything else. I don't think.
yeah. So I'll
You have
explain what you saw happen. You watched Cass go down in there, and then the lightning bolt briefly lit up, as lightning does, this momentary illumination of this massive chamber. You see this huge statue. The lightning appears to be coming from like the face of the statue, arcing into Cass and then everyone else. And then there's another whoosh of an illumination from the arrow slit. Like it's really clear because again, it's a big fireball in a dark room. Whoosh comes out of there. So
Gotcha.
with that information,
Okay.
I'm not trying to get you to do something different or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just with that information, that is what
Okay.
PETA just saw. Whatever decision PETA makes is the decision PETA makes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so what is Wondrous's size?
Wondrous
Like
is a
creature size.
medium creature. He
Medium
counts
creature,
as a
okay.
large creature for the purposes of carrying, pushing, stuff like that, but technically is a medium creature.
But we have
Technically
played
medium.
them
Okay,
on the tall end of things.
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
Oh, I should probably put some ominous music in
I
this.
don't want to.
See, and the thing that's screwy is we're supposed to be moving at the same time, but because of the
Yeah.
constraints
I
of
mean, it is
5e,
what it is.
because I'm going to tell you that you'd be passing Wondrous on the stairs. I'm just going to tell you
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
You couldn't possibly get to the bottom unless you just wanted to know you were running ahead of Wanderers. And
Yeah.
castigate me if you want to, DM, but that
No,
would
it's
be the
fine.
case.
Whatever.
Listen, I ain't having
Okay,
a
I think I
repeat
can-
of
no.
Lorgoth
There you
the
go.
Destroyer or whatever the hell that guy's name was.
Okay.
Decayer, maybe it's Decayer.
Any actions from Peter? You've moved down the stairs next to Wandress. Any
Yep.
action?
Shoot. Because I can't technically see the statue right now. I mean, I
not
probably
anymore. No.
Yeah. Okay.
You
Even though
briefly
I have
saw
dark
it
vision-
illuminated. You know it's just outside the edge of what you can see between people's various light sources. What's your
okay, so-
species, real quick?
half elf.
Yeah, so you do have 60 feet
so
of dark
I have
vision, and then you're putting
6
off
feet of-
60 feet of bright light, or 60 feet of light, but
Yeah. Okay.
so it kind of, but yeah.
Gotcha. So I guess like kind of based on that, would I be able to kind of like not I mean, kind of quote unquote blindly aim a spell?
If the spell says that you have to see the target, then you can only drop it in a
Yeah.
place you can actually see.
Okay.
So-
Okay, so it says I was gonna do shatter, and it says centered on a point.
Okay.
So
So for shatter, let's see. We'll go back here. A point in 5e is considered the intersection of two squares. Let me see if I
Yeah.
can get this to the right size. Oh, that already is the right size. So that is the right size for shatter,
shoot,
and you
okay.
should have control over it. So you can put that
gotcha.
anywhere
Right.
you decide that you can see, but it has to be the intersection of two squares.
With the intersection, okay.
Right, so the
let's
farthest
do
one away you
snap
can
to
see
corner.
is this, I think, is this one right here.
Yeah. Okay. Shoot. Oh no. There. Okay.
So from what you
Okay.
saw, you can kind of actually go ahead and make an intelligence check. We'll see how well you can like determine
Okay.
the geometry of this from just that one like brief glimpse.
Glimpse. Okay. Intelligence.
6. It's a crapshoot. It might be in the ballpark. It might not quite reach it. You're not totally sure.
Okay. Shoot. I don't think I have any other spells that are gonna reach that. Yeah. No. And hypnotic pattern probably wouldn't do anything. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and just hold on to my spell slot if that's okay.
Okay. Yep, that's fine.
Just gonna do that. Instead, I'm gonna go ahead and do healing word on I think Cass.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably need that.
Since she's kind of just in the middle while everybody else is like
Yeah.
a little bit further away. So I'm gonna cast healing word on her. That's gonna just be a first level. And that's gonna be 8 points of healing.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Alrighty. 8 points of healing to cast. That's your bonus action. You still have an action. You could like dash to move more or something, or
Yeah.
dodge to give disadvantage on attack rolls. You know.
Yeah, I guess I'll do dodge.
Okay.
I think that'll be best thing that I can do as of right now.
Okay.
So
All right. What's a good thing for dodge? I'll just give you like this foot. There's the foot. That's dodge. You've taken the dodge action. Okay. All right. Next is Esmeralda, who is going to yell. So, are we getting the fuck out of here or what? And just kind of see what you guys say real quick.
Wanderer says yes.
Okay. Does Esmeralda have anything that could help? I just circle lightning bolt, rare visibility. Vision, magic missile, knock, mirror edge, light. 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I think all she really can do is cast light, which we may have already. Yeah, she's already got it on. So she's got light on one of her weapons. She's at the top of the stairs. I think she just kind of like gets to the side of the stairs. She really doesn't have anything she can do to help you guys from here. I don't even think she has any like healing word or anything. No. Okay. Yeah. She's just gonna like try. Well, she hides on the other side of the stairs, I think, to be away from where they could see to shoot at her. That brings us to Wandress.
Okay. Wandress is going to grab his shard on the necklace around his neck, say, bless your asses and get them up the stairs. And he's running back up to the top of the stairs.
Okay.
But he did cast bless, and that means everybody has to the three, not to Esmeralda because she's safer, to the three people down
is there
below.
A spot?
So
There is.
they can add a D4 on an attack roll or a saving throw.
Okay, so you're blessing Cass, Ash, and Peta?
Yes, and racing back to the
so
top
I'll
of the
just give
stairs.
them a little halo to represent bless. And I need all of you to go ahead and roll me another dexterity saving throw as another fireball comes blasting out of one of those.
No, but you're not
side
talking
areas.
about the people at the top of the stairs.
No,
are
the
you?
bottom. Yeah, I need Cass, Ash, and
Be
Peta, the ones you just
specific, 'cause
blessed.
when you said all of them, I was
No,
26
sorry.
for
Yeah.
Ash.
This one
13.
and this one is a DC 13, I think. Let me double check.
Okay, a natural 20.
Oh my
makes it
God.
24.
Okay.
Which also, I don't know if that the dodge action does anything.
You know,
but-
I don't know that it does. I think it just gives you. Oh, you do take dexterity saving throws with advantage. So, not that I think it would have mattered in that
Yeah.
effect, but dodge does give advantage.
for
on
sure.
that. Okay.
Cool.
Oh, hey.
All right.
Can I use my aura of protection?
Yes.
Good, because God, that saved my ass. Because that puts using aura of protection will put me up to.
Yeah, hang on. I may be able to give
A-
you just a modifier for Aura of Protection. Let's see. Do I have like a global saving throw modifier for you? 3. What is your...
It goes off of charisma modifier, which is
And your
3
charisma's
for
a
me.
plus... Yeah,
Plus
so
3.
that should already be on. That's weird.
It's. Let me.
Because there's your save and it's not adding it. That's weird. Tell you what. Let me...
Oh wait, no, it is because my dexterity's a fucking -2.
Oh, it is. Okay, cool. Gotcha. All right. Well, anyway, 13 does pass the save. It only has a 13 DC on that. So, you all take half damage from... Well, okay. Ash takes no damage. This is 23 damage, so that's 11 if you make the save.
Okay.
And then it is Cass's turn.
Okay. Let's see.
Ooh, blessing.
Okay, I'm gonna like move and then dash all the way up the stairs
Okay.
because that should put me back up at the top. And I'm just gonna yell for Ash and Peta to hurry up.
Okay, so you move and dash. Phew. All right. This is a 50-50 shot. I need a luck check from PETA.
Oh boy. Okay. Just what is that again? I'm sorry.
Just give me a D100. Tell me if you want it to be high or low. Like a
Oh,
heads or
And
tails.
God.
Bless doesn't help in that.
PETA's gonna have some inspiration. No, this is purely just. I'll tell you. I'll just be honest. What this is. There's one more flame skull. There's one more fireball. Is he gonna shoot at all the people at the top of the stairs or all the people at the bottom of the stairs?
Oh Jesus! Oh God!
So it's
Okay,
either gonna hit Esmeralda and crew or it's gonna hit Ash and PETA.
Shit. Okay.
Also, Peter, who doesn't have inspiration currently? Let me just because somebody was giving it to Peter, but I want to know who does or doesn't have it. Just sound off for me.
I have inspiration.
Okay, and you already had it a minute ago?
Yep.
Okay.
I
so
have DM inspiration.
So Pickle, tell me who you want that to go to instead. Who else needs inspo?
I don't need it.
I need it.
Okay. So Wanderous
If you
and
don't have
Cass
it, give
both
it to
don't
Cass.
have it. Okay. Cass.
But I have DM inspiration.
Okay.
If Cass has nothing, it should go to Cass.
Okay. All right. Give me that
Take
D100 and
as
tell me
take
high or
as
low.
needed.
That's fine. So
Give
yeah,
it
we'll give that to
Cass.
Cass and bonus mile as D inspiration. Give me high or low, Peter.
Oh god, I hate this. Let's do low.
All right.
We'll see what happens. Oh god.
It was low. So it's going at the top of the stairs. Esmeralda, Wanderous, and Cass need to make a dexterity saving
I'm sorry.
Okay, now wait. Now, Cass, you do have the D4 from Bless.
Sick.
Cass
I got a
has
20.
The D4 from Bless.
Okay,
I don't
that makes the
need that.
Oh, you
save.
don't even need it. Okay.
Oh, that's a nasty damage roll. Oh.
Wait a minute. What is it? Dexterity?
Dexterity. DC 13.
Oh god.
Wanderous got a 17.
Okay, and let me roll for Esmeralda.
And Cass got a 20.
Okay, so you all make the save. You
But-
only take 18 points of fire damage
That's
as
so
this thing
dirty.
blasts into all of you. Ash.
Let me tell you what I'm about to do. I'm going as far away as I possibly can. And I'm talking like if I can make it to the freaking room, that's where I'm going.
I think you would have enough movement if you bonus action dash to get there.
Let's go. Well, I don't even need to bonus action dash. Or wait, if I bonus action dash, do I get even more movement?
Yeah, you can triple your movement with a
Holy
bonus action.
crap.
Yeah,
Let's go.
if you take action and bonus action. Okay, so you go up the stairs, and when we go back to
Peter,
the top,
come
we'll
on!
put you in the room.
Get out of there!
All right, well, PETA down at the bottom of the stairs by yourself.
Oh, buddy!
What?
Yep.
What do we do?
Okay. Let's see.
No, it's not
I
your
can-
turn. No.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
my
God.
turn.
That's great.
Um,
Okay. Fun.
God.
Okay, he's dropped a big one. I think he's gonna cast one of these.
But you said the big one. What's the big one?
All right, PETA. You take 11 points of force damage as a magic missile spell erupts out of the statue. And
Oh boy.
I think you might just be the luckiest boy on the planet, PETA.
I was
Because
gonna say.
I don't think any of the flame skulls can see you. And they don't have any more big AoEs to drop.
Oh, thank God.
So they're just going to hold their action to attack the next thing they see. Or that one is going to hold its action to attack the next thing it can see. And it is PETA's turn.
Jesus Christ.
It's bad down there.
It's really fucking bad.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
I'm gonna.
Did Ash go clear
So-
to the room? Because he's still
If
sitting
I
out
could.
there.
I sure did if I could.
Okay, so Ash is in the room.
Okay, so can I see like who looks the most hurt aside
You.
from me?
Yeah,
Well, aside
get
from me.
No one looks as hurt as you. Wanderous is in pretty bad shape, I guess.
Okay.
Well, Wanderous is going to run into the room.
Well, what I can do is because I think can I still hug like this side?
Yes,
Wanderous
you can
also
hug the
has
side,
cure
yes.
wounds. You know
Okay.
that Wanderous is a cleric, right?
Yeah, no, I'm aware, but
Okay.
Okay, so what I can go ahead and
Oh,
do,
man.
because I think we have enough turns. I'm just gonna go ahead and dimension door.
Okay.
And I think like relative to like what I've seen and like what I've walked down and everything, like I should be able
Yeah.
to like get into the room, right?
Yeah, I think so. Because
Okay.
you would have enough geographical knowledge, and they're
Like,
all standing at
knowledge.
the top of the stairs right next to it. So yeah,
Yeah.
I would say so.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just dimension door into the room, so that way I don't
Okay.
take any more damage.
All right, so you all so PETA, we're gonna put you all back on the top. Let me sort of replicate how this is. Ash, you moved into the room. PETA teleports into the room. I described Esmeralda as being at the top of the stairs. Wandress is next to her. Cass ran up the stairs. And we'll say you guys could get to the top of the stairs.
Yeah, I measured it. I could get back up there.
Yeah. So, Esmeralda had lost some hit points. Hang on. I need to make those consistent.
Let's see now. I
She
see
lost-
the measurements like posted on the screen.
Yeah, just refresh and you should be okay.
Yeah.
Did you
She made
take
the
us
save.
out of
so-
initiative.
11 damage, was it? No.
I think that may have happened when
No,
we
I don't
swapped
think
maps.
so.
Yeah, I think it happened when we swapped
Okay.
maps.
Let me try and put it back up. Been a little finicky. I gotta go back to that map myself and see how much damage, how much HP Esmeralda had left. She had 60 left. Okay. Okay, so that's PETA's turn. You dimension door. Is there anything else you do while you're in there? I don't think you could inspire somebody maybe, but I don't think you can cast another spell with a bonus action.
I'm gonna go ahead and inspire Wandress because
Okay.
he looks more hurt.
Oh.
So I'm gonna.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, so I was just gonna say I'm gonna go and just spend my inspiration.
And Wandress, I think I need a concentration check for that bless.
Okay, I'm not right at mine.
Okay, and then Esmeralda is also going to run into the room, and she's going to like take up a position over here by this door.
Okay, concentration is a straight D20.
It is a Constitution saving throw.
It is a Constitution
Basically.
saving throw. That's a 22.
Okay, and you passed your Dexterity save against that fireball, correct? The last one that came up the stairs at you.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down to like
Well,
15.
I need to know how much damage you were making that con save for. So did you pass or fail that Dexterity save?
Looks
the
like
one that
Wonder
took me
says
down to 15, I passed it.
Okay, so you took, let's see, 18 damage. So you made a DC 10. Okay, good. Because I think if you failed, I think you still would have passed with a 22, but you would have we would have had to do the math because that's a high enough amount of damage. So, okay. So you still have Bless. Esmeralda runs in the room. I guess she's just going to ready her rapier in case anything comes through the door from over here at you guys. Wandress.
Wandress runs in the room. But as he goes, he at this point, no, he just runs in the room. Okay, he's just trying to get away, and he's going to run in the room and look around. He's waiting to see what everybody looks like, and then if he needs to do any healing for anybody other than himself, but he's taking a wait-and-see attitude.
Yeah. Hang on. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I don't have that. I guess I kind of do need to know what this thing has. Don't I? Hang on, everybody. Okay, well, that's interesting. Okay. I don't think these are... Sorry, guys, I'm having to do some bookkeeping on my end. Quit doing that when I paste stuff. Why? Let's do it. Okay. All right. Okay, I don't think any of these things can see any of you from this vantage point. So the one that it's currently its turn is can't really do anything but ready in action. Cass, you're up.
Okay, I am going to make it into this room.
Okay. All right.
Wandrous is going to say, this isn't going very well. I think we need a different plan.
Sorry about that, friends.
Hang on, I gotta move
But
some
did it
stuff.
look like what your dream was?
I mean, from what I could make out, yeah. But in the dream, none of that happened.
I couldn't
Okay.
see. What made all that lightning happen?
Did you guys close the door when you got in here or no?
Betcham Red Rider.
Okay.
I mean, Cass did. Surely did. If he didn't, Wandrous
Yes,
did.
yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, well, here you are. I'll kind of take you out of initiative for the moment, but you're in a pretty sticky spot, my friends. You have casually walked down into an ambush. What do you
Okay,
do
there
next?
are like these black blocks across my map.
Yeah,
that have, like,
I
what is
noticed that. That was on mine too.
Black
Those are the
blocks?
measurement things.
Yeah.
You'll have to refresh.
Yeah, refresh
Yeah.
your page. It's a glitch that
Oh.
happens when people measure stuff. It like doesn't take it away when they stop measuring, and it just covers
that's what
people's
you're talking
things.
about.
Yeah, it's real annoying.
Well, Wandrous is nearly dead. Okay, so
can I
I don't
cast
think he's
Prayer
in
of
good enough
Healing?
shape to plan.
Can you cast what?
Prayer of Healing.
I have
Yes,
that too.
you can.
Okay, what does it do?
It takes
It takes 10 minutes to cast.
Up to 6 creatures that I see within range regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Can we do it simultaneously?
I don't
Sure.
see why we could.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Well-
say I think I'm closer to death than you, Wandrous.
I will
Right,
tell you,
bless
don't
your
waste
heart.
any healing on me. I literally didn't get hit that whole time.
Oh well, I mean, like it doesn't.
That
Doesn't-
roguish evasion, man.
It
Yeah.
doesn't change anything. I mean, we can do up to 6 creatures, so we
Okay,
can do
well, I just-
Esmeralda too.
I just wanted to make
Yeah,
sure
so-
that nothing was wasted on me because I literally don't need it.
Okay,
Yeah, we'll
it
just
takes
do it
10
on
minutes, and
the whole
it's
party.
2d8s plus our spell casting ability.
Okay, so new plan. Where did that lightning come from? I don't think did Ash see that? I guess I should ask that first.
I think all of you saw that because it happened
Okay,
in a completely dark room. So
I just wanted to make sure.
It came from the head of the statue.
Sick.
Sort of. Like, I don't know if you could see exactly if it came out of its mouth or its nose or its eye or
Sure.
on top of it or what, but like from the head area of the statue, arced lightning out, and it blasted into Cass and then jumped to all the rest of you, which you would know because you made your check. PETA is a chain lightning spell. So unlike Lightning Bolt, which you guys have probably seen wizards cast Lightning Bolt, I think in maybe Strahd or the other one has done it, which is like a big line of lightning. Chain lightning, like, leaps between people as multiple individual lightning bolts.
I have a question about what I rolled when you
Yes.
have a minute.
Okay.
Because I have 6 plus 8. Okay. Is that just the 2d8s, or is that the 2 d8s made the 6 and the 8 is my spellcasting modifier?
No, that appears to just be your 2d8s. So you
Okay,
would add your
and-
mod to it.
Okay, so then my prayer of healing gave everybody, including myself, 22 health points.
Oh, thank God.
And then mine gave everybody another 16.
That's better than the 1
Okay.
hit point I was at.
And do
so-
remember that you can go up to 5 above your hit points. Those of you who got aid, which does not include Esmeralda.
Okay, so Wanderers is back up to like
Okay, so that's-
2/3 of his health.
Yeah, 30.
That statue was yelling in his columns, Peter's one shot. He's one shot.
He's one shot. He's one shot. And the flame skulls were like, I don't have a shot. I can't see him.
Oh, God.
man. Yeah.
Let's not do that again. So
Yeah.
is it safe
Oh,
to
nope.
assume if we go back out in the great room that statue is going to fire at us again?
That
Well,
would be my assumption.
you didn't. Yeah, it didn't fire at you till you got to the bottom of the floor and kind of got into the room a little bit. So you don't exactly. It depends on what was in there firing at you as to how. If it was just a trap of some kind, then it would just react to certain inputs. If it was a creature, it maybe is intelligent and can make decisions, and who knows what it can do, right? So I don't think you have any information about what the F it is that just blasted
see
you
it,
guys
my
to
friends.
Kingdom Come.
But we have to take out the skulls. We have to find a way
Yeah,
to
you
disable
do
the
know
scales.
exactly what those skulls did and were doing. You don't know how often they can do that to you, but
Well, what I
that
was
would have
gonna
been
say
pretty
is-
clear. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. We have two options the way I see it. We can either cut across the top of the balcony and go to the other side, or we can go through and take out the skulls. I guess it's safe to assume they can fireball us from up here as well, but
But
you
the
know-
fireballs hit the stone doors. So what we need is something that someone can open the door, take a shot, and then somebody else close it, or something like a way to take a shot but not open the not. I don't know. Maybe wonder if we could shoot through the openings from the other side, but probably not. They can probably see us.
Yeah, so
You
the
guys
well,
are
that gives them
fireballs.
the advantage,
the
because they're
arrow
gonna have
slit
height.
does limit your range of vision to about a 45-degree angle, but it also would give them 3/4 cover. So, like, you could spend a real long time trying to take pot shots at each other, and then if they're getting hit, they can just back away. Depending on how smart they are, they might just back away from the arrow slit, right? So, you know.
I think we should take a short rest. Nothing seems to be coming through the door at us, and we should really pool our resources as to what we have and figure out a way to take out the skulls before we go any further. We don't know what's at the other end of where the skulls were, but it's conceivable we're going to
Yeah.
come out right above the statue when we take out the skulls.
So
I don't know
maybe
if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
the wisest decision is maybe the wisest thing is to not risk getting hit with the lightning again. Maybe planning on how to take out the skulls first is the wisest way to go. I will say, I don't know what spells you guys have, but is there a way to maybe daze the skulls the way that PETA did the
I have
bandits?
spell slots for that, so I could do that again.
So maybe if we're able to daze the skulls, we take on one at a time, and if we're only getting shot at one at a time, if we
Sure.
keep spread out, maybe it won't be that big a deal.
I will allow actually Esmeralda, Cass, PETA, and Ash to all make religion or arcana checks for me.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, what happened to my... because I refreshed.
17.
Arcana. Natural 20, so 24.
God. Hey.
I'm supposed to make it too? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
And
Mine's-
then Wanderous has a question.
Okay. So I think certainly you guys with the everyone with like 15 or higher, which is everyone, would know that those skulls are probably some form of undead that's been like magically animated. What I think with a nat 20 that PETA knows, maybe from like some ancient bard story or something, is that undead are notoriously often immune to things like charm or fear. So as you think about that hypnotic pattern you used, I believe it is considered a charm effect. So on that nat 20, I will give you probably not going to be effective on an undead creature like that.
Okay.
And then a question from Wanderous.
Well, or actually two, as we were all trying to stay in there, Wanderous would have shared that he has turned undead as a channel divinity.
Okay.
And he would also share
And that
remind.
would likely, it doesn't always work, but it would likely impact these creatures. You all know enough to know they're undead.
Well, I have 2 channel points, right? So I could do 2, but not 3.
Well,
if it worked.
it's a radius. So if you like rushed into the hallway, you might take some hits. But if you got within 30 feet of all of them, which depending on their position in the hallway, you might be able to do, depending on if they're still floating in proximity to those arrow slits, then they all have to make the save. It's within a radius of you, any undead in that area has to make the save. So it's not like you point one out and say, you get the hints. It's like you turn them all if they're within range.
If
So.
Wanderous was going to do that, you all would have to tie a rope around him so you could drag his dead body back if it didn't work. That's A. B is that I have a wind wall spell where I can push things, like in other words, push them, to the other end of the hall or push them away and do damage. So does anybody know, or does Wanderous know if that would work? I can make a wall up to 50 feet long, 15 feet high, and 1 foot thick. I can shape the wall. And I don't know how to put it in chat. I'm sorry. When the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a strength saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 bludgeoning on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful. So could I
What is that?
do something with wind wall that would push them and damage them?
What level spell is Wind Wall? 2?
Third.
Third. Okay. There you go.
Well,
And I
also
had 2
worth-
channel divinity undead that I could use. Excuse me.
no, you're fine. It's worth mentioning too that if they're undead, we have lots of munitions that are strong against them. So
Yeah,
that's another
I
thing
mean-
to take into consideration.
I could always just go hit them with my mace, assuming I make it that far.
Okay, and a question with this wind wall: are you able to do a circle to encompass them? Because then it would make it hard for them to shoot out, right?
You can shape the wall any way you choose, so long as it makes one continuous path along the ground.
It does say here, I don't know if this loose lightweight materials brought into the wall fly upward, arrows, bolts, and other ordinary projectiles. I don't know that a firebolt is considered ordinary.
Yeah. It also does say small or tiny flying creatures can't pass through the walls. And I think you guys would know those would be considered tiny. I mean, they're
Yeah.
the size of an actual skull.
Oh,
Right.
you
They
have
would be
more than-
trapped behind it, but I'm worried that they can still throw their fireballs through
They
it. Right?
might be able to, yeah.
The wind wall's a good idea. I just, I wonder if, I guess grouping them up and then using your, is it divinity? Is that what you said?
Yeah, my channel divinity.
I guess that might help with that.
Well, it's turn undead is what it is.
What does turn undead do?
I'm going to it
It's-
right now.
It basically just scares them and like they won't attack you
Yeah, but it
for a
would
certain
basically,
period of time.
yeah, it would, and it goes away if you damage
If they
them, but
take
you
damage.
could, if they all fail, you'd be able to like pick them off one at a time. It only lasts for a minute, but that might be enough time, kind of like how you did the
If we all ganged up. on
hypnotic
it.
pattern type thing. It would, knock some possibly non-zero number of them out of commission until.
Oh no. You guys are the spell weavers. I got to follow your lead on this because the best I can do is hit them with, melee attacks rather than, or weapon melee attacks. I do know that I don't want to go down those stairs again.
Yeah, definitely not.
No, we can't have something that bad coming at us from 2 different directions.
Okay, well, it is
Um,
9:51.
Yeah.
So here's what I think. I think that's the dot we leave our episode on today. Our heroes had one encounter where they excellently got the drop on their enemies, ambushed them, and absolutely wiped them out. Took a few solid hits, but slew a much far larger force of creatures and took over their little hideout in here, and then began their attempt to explore the temple, only to discover that something much more dangerous lurks in the dark amber and black marble walls of this place. And I think that is where we will call this episode. If you guys want to continue to talk and think about what your approach is going to be to this on the next, session, feel free to do that in the group text. We are going to do our usual sign-off, everybody. So, if you guys could help us go find somebody to raid, hopefully there will be some people available. In the meantime, we're going to do our usual sign-off, reminding you who we are, where we can be found on the internet, if indeed we can be found on the internet, starting with Vincent Page.
Yo, folks, I've been Vincent Page. I've also been Ashfire Forge, the Changeling Rogue. The very dexterous Changeling Rogue, I may add in.
Rogue Evasion OP. So OP.
If you guys are interested in hanging out with me more, I'm live pretty much every day on Twitch, twitch.tv/Vincent Page-ish. I think that's how I do that, where I play just about everything. I'd love to see you guys.
Excellent. Omega.
Hey y'all, my name is Omega. I played Peter Walhorn, the Valor Bard. You can typically find me here every other Friday. Also on TikTok, Omega MT42. I have recently just moved, and within the past 2 weeks, have been doing a lot of the bureaucratic stuff for moving. So I have been a little busy. So I haven't posted on TikTok, but you can find me on there as well. I hope to start posting more soon, so because I just started a job as well, so I should be getting settled here soon.
Wonderful. Ozzy.
Hi, I'm Ozzy. I'm sorry I almost got us all killed tonight. I promise it won't happen again.
You can't make
X
that
to
promise.
doubt.
I won't suggest going somewhere again. I know that for a fucking fact.
And
But sorry about that.
and Bonus Mom.
I am Bonus Mom. I played Wanderess, the cowardly nature domain cleric. I'm going to whip these guys into shape week after next. We are going to have a plan, and we are taking these MFers out.
That's right. Come on.
The number one place to find me right now is either Bonus Mom Monday through Friday morning, when possible, TikTok live streaming from about 9:30 to noon or so, or I hang out in my Discord, Bonus Mom's Tavern on Discord when I can. The link to that is in the link tree on my TikTok homepage. But I want to plug something. On September the 16th at Sci-Fi Gaming Store in Fountain City in the greater metropolitan area of Knoxville in Eastern Tennessee. From about 6:30 to 9:30 p.m., we are going to be meeting in person, at least Pixel and I, and some of our other family. Bonus Dad will be there, and some of our friends from the community. We hope to have a D&D one-shot, but we know we're going to have some games, maybe cards, maybe a board game. We are going to hang out together in person and play games. September 16th, 6:30 p.m., Sci-Fi Gaming Store in Fountain City. Be there, or you know.
I believe the store is called Sci-Fi City, in case anyone is
Thank you.
actually
Sci-Fi
planning to attend that.
City.
So they're not just Googling Game Stores in Knoxville,
Let's
hoping
be
you found the right one.
Sci-Fi City.
Cool. Well, hey, everybody. My name is Pixel. I was your giant ball of lightning and your murderous intent this evening. Also, I was your whole room full of folks getting murdered by adventurers. You know, we had a real wild, big swing tonight in how these encounters went. You win some, you lose some. And you have seen me here playing D&D. You can also find me over at twitch.tv/hammerandpixel, where I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3. You can also find me next week here with the probably second to last episode of Region of Bedegar. That campaign is wrapping up very soon.
Me too.
And we're very excited. And then, of course, we'll be probably starting another new campaign sometime in the next maybe month or so after that. And we will probably be looking for cast members. If there's anyone who's like wanted to try some D&D or anything like that, I don't know yet what we're going to run and who we're going to run it for and how we're going to do it. But we have a every other Friday time slot to fill, and by God, we will try to find something to fill it with. So that is all coming down the pike. Also, my good friend Beast has been doing some streams on the channel. I think he just did his first one last night, talking about his Beast Wilds campaign setting. He'll be doing some like chats talking about DM and player tips, how to be a good DM, how to do different things for your players, make cool accents, create interesting backgrounds, and also probably teaching folks about the MCDM warfare system from Kingdoms and Warfare. So we got a lot of stuff coming down the pike. He has finally settled into his new job, and I think is going to be doing some of those streams. I know we've been talking about him for a while, but I think those are beginning to get on track. So lots of fun, cool, great stuff coming your way, my friends. Okay, so we have a suggestion to go visit Sarkoth playing BG3, or there's a group, Slices and Dices, who we have raided before, also playing D&D. They are doing a Ravenloft campaign, which is a similar horror-style campaign to what we've been doing. I am going to leave it up to you guys. Who would you ride? Would you want to see some Baldur's Gate 3 or some more D&D? They're not actually playing Curse of Strahd, but they are playing in Ravenloft, which is a similar, like, gothic horror, spooky D&D setting. So, what do we think, my friends?
That's just who is on my list, so I'm cool with whatever.
Cool.
Well, let's hit the person we haven't done before.
Okay. Let's do it. We'll hit him up. Okay, guys, so we're going to go raid Sarkoth, send them the old AOA, Yeet Fleet, love, and thank you guys so much. We'll catch you next time. Bye.